Taking a page out of your book and just go.
Just go.
Fuck the curtain. Fuck the pre-show. We're here now.
We're here for emotional damage.
Ah, yes, the emotional damage that I ordered. It's about time.
Yep.
God, it's late though. I was expecting it to come earlier this week.
No, see, it was multiple packages. This is the main course. You had sprinklings of it earlier on, but now this is where the main course hits.
Oh, this is completely unorthodox for a delivery service, but alright, I'll go with it. Alright, now it's just time to put... No context for Twitter, but when I share it with Facebook, I'm just going to put emotional damage, and then that's it.
And then that's it. That's all you need. That is all the context you need.
I should probably start, like, tagging you in these Facebook posts.
I don't know what you're talking about. Clearly, I'm not part of these streams ever.
No, you're right. And I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, hello, everybody.
Hello.
It's another week, and another week gone by, and Square screwed me, and another week has gone by, and
And nothing else has changed.
nothing has changed at all. Nothing is on the horizon at all. Anyway, yeah, no, that's DMCA. The fucking Kingdom Hearts music.
Oh, I didn't see you flip over like immediately. I thought you swapped screens.
No. What, you mean like to this screen with some amazing art by Suzie?
No. That's clearly the epitome of group stream Pokemon art.
Yeah.
Courtesy famous from Rose, obviously.
From Rogue Rose. Anyway, would you folks believe that we actually hopped on the call about an hour ago?
Oh god, we did, didn't we?
We did. Like, it was slated to actually be in on time, and then I couldn't access the kitchen to cook dinner, and that's what kept pushing it off.
Good lord, Rob.
It's the effort that counts. I don't fucking know. Let's go. Apparently I'm in for dog.
Yes. Apparently you're in for dog. You haven't played enough Pokemon already. You're in for more dog.
Anyway, we had a shorter stream last time where we kind of knocked out a couple more companion quests and really just got ready to go to Gemini. And apparently, I am in for a fucking traumatic experience here. So this ought to be good. I'm immediately going to turn the game up just a slight bit. Even if it's loud in my ears, I've learned it's not, that does not equivalent to loud on stream, so I'm trying to fix that. GAIA, Mom.
Welcome.
Mom. I did the thing.
Hello, Aloy.
Hey, Gaia. So, me and Beta, I guess you heard what happened.
Yes. I am continuously impressed by the complexity of human relationships. Despite the unpleasant circumstances that led to your quarrel, I am pleased to see you have both found an agreeable resolution.
Well, two heads are better than one, right?
Yes, I believe so. Are you ready to depart for Cauldron Gemini? Or we can continue our conversation, if you like.
Oh,
you should talk
God.
to everyone and everything before you go to Gemini.
Yeah. Also, this is completely unrelated, but it only popped into my head now. You know, when we had the hour-long slate to talk about whatever we wanted.
Yes.
I did not see any of it because I didn't want to be spoiled, but I've caught glimpses of the characters from Book 8 for Heroes.
Yeah, I also saw that.
I gotta catch up.
Yeah, you're getting an Ash treatment, but instead from a different character entirely.
Oh boy.
I saw the thumbnail. I didn't even watch the Fae channel update, which I really
I didn't.
should've.
Yeah, I didn't either. But considering that I got screwed out of doing my stuff yesterday because they were in the middle of the maintenance period.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, they were. Anyway.
The missing subordinate functions. What can you tell me about them?
Artemis rewilded the Earth with a variety of animal species. Eleuthia was responsible for gestating, nurturing, and acculturating a new generation of human beings. Apollo was tasked with preserving, organizing, and disseminating vast archives of human knowledge and cultural achievements. Unfortunately, all archived Apollo data was purged on the 2nd of February, 2066, by order of Ted Farrow.
Who's a dick?
Ted. Guess he got what he deserved, in the end.
Yes. An igneous conclusion to his pathological narcissism, impulsive tendencies, and instability.
Ted's a dick.
All 3 of the missing functions have already served their purpose, or were prevented from doing so. Do you still need them?
Restoring their remaining elements would increase my heuristic processing density, empowering my overall function. Unfortunately, as we now know they are in the possession of Far Zenith, attaining them in the short term is very likely impossible.
I guess our best shot at recovering them is by taking over the Zenith base. But we'll need Hephaestus and a bunch of combat machines to do that.
Correct.
And also, something that they would probably never bring up, but I'm going to bring up anyway, is that because it's in the Far Zenith facility, there's no telling if they, I don't know, modified the coding to if for some reason it did remerge with the base GAIA program, that she wouldn't be corrupted like a computer program would.
Almost similar to what Travis Tate did.
Or, oh, well, that was some traumatic memory that just resurfaced naturally. Sophie.
Are you talking about Sophie?
I'm talking about Sophie.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, we've seen a lot of AI go rogue and go corrupted across a lot of these games that we've been playing recently, so I don't necessarily trust even getting the stuff from Far Zenith.
Far Zenith.
That's surprisingly hard to say.
So, about Beta. I never really saw the difference between us, until now. She's been through so much. Completely alone.
You have both endured many hardships. Different in almost every respect, yet equally remarkable. I like to think of you as 2 miracles, born of Elizabeth Sobek.
3, then. Let's not forget about you, GAIA. How's all of us settling in?
As soon as she arrived, Alva was eager to study the data in the archive. A particular file soon caught her attention. Information about a machine assistant devoted to keeping living spaces neat and orderly. I informed her that once I am empowered with the abilities of Hephaestus, I may be able to design such a machine.
I'm sure she'll like that.
So in addition to the machines that we've already seen, with Hephaestus, GAIA can just build any design that she desires?
Yep.
Ain't that
Because
handy?
she can forge. I mean, that's how all the machines that are currently out in the wild were even created in the first place. Before they were reanimated.
Fair enough.
When I set out to find a way to bring you back, I never thought we'd be here, like this. Among friends.
They have all come a long way with their improvised educations. Varl has suggested that one day we might extend this model to more tribal inhabitants, once the biosphere has been stabilized.
Yeah, that's not such a bad idea. As long as you're the one running the lessons.
But yeah, you gotta keep in mind that 90%, if not all of the machines, have a biological purpose outside of murdering Aloy.
Right.
It just happens to be that that's their secondary.
Right.
Whether they be weapons or helping for agriculture or, you know, one thing or the other. They all have an actual purpose in the rebirth of the ecosystem.
Right.
And you can see that very clearly with the Triceratops.
And with GAIA's whole thing, you know, it would be a snap to build a new base model and then just program a purpose into it.
Yep.
I guess that makes sense.
As long as she is able to have the, you know, the forge to build it for her, to build it, because she has all the data and resources, and she gets all the other components.
And then back in what they were talking about just now, it's almost like what we were discussing last time about there being like just a mini melting pot here at the base. So many cultures having come together, and it is possible to get them to meld.
Yep.
And that whole improvised lesson thing, it's like, well, you're basically doing Apollo's work for you. Do we know everything about what humanity's past is? No, we know a lot thanks to Aloy's findings, but we don't know everything. But, you know,
even like post-apocalyptic humanity has their own wealth of knowledge that they could use to breed even more new life.
because it's very reflective of even the history that we learn in schools or whatever, because there's that saying, history is written by the victor, so you don't know what the loser's perspective is. There's a whole other story.
I've never actually heard that. Usually I hear those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it, as we clearly saw with CO.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, it's actually kind of a well-known thing. Like, history is either written or penned by the victors, which makes sense because
it does make sense.
Yeah, obviously the losers are either dead, incapacitated, or shut up in some other way. So there's a whole other story behind the scenes there, but that you don't know. Much like here, everything that Apollo had is gone forever. That can be seen just as the loser's point of view, but we have so much more information to actually throw out there, especially to the Nora.
Yeah.
Varl, you have your work cut out for you.
You have some splaining to do, Varl.
Yeah, by the way, that whole thing in the mountain, that's not a goddess. It's a machine. You know, the machine that actually, like, rebuilt the world. So kind of like a god, but, like, not really. How are we doing with this again?
Hephaestus. Let's go over it again.
As you wish.
Who are you again?
Thanks to Beta's test,
My name is
we now
Alibaba.
know that Hephaestus will not respond to your alpha clearance.
Okay, I know you can
Which is why I
speak
got Ted
regular.
Pharaoh's a mega clearance.
Correct. While you were gone, Beta constructed the transport rig and pulse generators. When we get to Gemini, I will need to be installed on one of the facility's cores. The second core is for Hephaestus. Using Omega clearance will allow you to trap it.
And then you'll be able to absorb it.
Not quite. You will need to manually remove Hephaestus's malicious code before the merge.
How long will that take?
Because the work will be split between you and Beta, it will take approximately 4.5 hours.
And during that time, the others will create a distraction for us using the pulse generators, right?
Correct. They will each take position at a cauldron door and fire off their device. The energy surge should mask our activities until the merge is complete.
And then we'll have everything we need to defeat the Zeniths. Sounds like a plan.
Brings up another point. If we're assuming that the focuses act the same way as any other form of communication, even here in modern day, if those pulse generators are anything like an EMP, communication is going to get cut off, which means that everybody's on their own, including Beta and Aloy, because they would still be at 2 different locations. So as much as Aloy promised that Beta would be fine, if communication is cut off, that's going to be even a whole lot harder to be able to assure that.
GAIA? What was Elizabeth like?
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. The moment I came online, she was there. We exchanged greetings, names, then set to our task. It was the first of many conversations. I enjoyed being in her company, listening to her stories. She was my creator, my guide.
Your friend.
Yes. When I reviewed the data on your focus, I was saddened to learn of her fate, though I am glad she made it home. I deeply wish she did not have to be alone.
She was okay with that. She gave all of herself. Did all that she could. Thanks, GAIA. So what will happen to this place while we're at Gemini?
All systems within this facility will continue to operate. As Minerva will no longer be masking this location, the facility will be exposed to detection. Though without my presence, it is unlikely to attract attention.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, you forget that Minerva is actually keeping the place secure from being seen or detected by Far Zenith.
I did forget that, actually. If any of those Far Zeniths... I hate this company name. If any of those Far Zenith fucks touches my stuff, I will personally dissect them and throw them to the 4 corners of the fucking Forbidden West.
Are you gonna enlist Dr. Gory's assistance?
Maybe.
You know, bring her in 2 millennia into the future?
Yeah. I mean, it's basically the same tools. Basically, we reverted back, so... What the fuck was that?
What?
I think that I think the location just, like, reloaded.
Oh.
So I, found Thebes. What do you think Ted would have done if his life extension treatments had worked?
It seems he convinced himself it was
Nice.
his duty.
Yeah, the evolution's pretty great. I don't have one myself, but I've seen enough now to it's pretty fucking good. Also, hello, Suzie.
Hello, Suzie.
To guide future humans.
I am working
Given the
towards
trial
that
nature
eventually.
of new humans,
And the
and his
evolution of
ability to
Palmy.
use Omega clearance
Palmo.
on the terraforming system. I imagine
Evolution
he
of
would have
Palmo.
convinced one or more tribes to worship him as their patriarchal deity.
Okay. Yep, glad that didn't happen.
Yeah, we don't need any more fucking deity nut jobs around. Got enough of that as it is.
Aside from Gaia Prime and Thebes, there was one other underground facility that was sealed before the Pharaoh Plague reached it. Elysium. The place where Zero Dawn staff and their families went to live out their lives. Do you know what happened to it?
Elysium was designed to provide life support for 100 years. My data indicates the facility went offline well before then.
Did the Pharaoh Plague find them?
Unknown. My connection to the facility was abruptly severed.
I forgot about Elysium. That seems like a key location. Anyway. Let's go to Gemini.
Okay, people. It's time to head out.
I'll get everyone together.
Look at this fucking squad!
The squad is all the way over here.
That's fucking great! Don't get yourself killed, Aaron. Oh, that.
Sunset.
Yeah, Beta gets to actually look at the world here now.
Yeah. After being holed up at the base for so long, she actually gets to see the world.
Time to go back to this place that we accidentally stumbled upon so long ago.
All right, connections in place. Booting up.
Beta, Aloy. I am fully installed on this core and ready to connect to the Cauldron network.
It's good to hear your voice. Errand, everyone. Fire your pulses and sound off.
I'm at my cauldron. This thingy, it's blinking. Did I do it right?
In position at my cauldron. My pulse generator is blinking also.
That means they're working. I'm in position and mine is too. Mine as well.
Okay, radio silence until I give the all clear. Signing off. Gaia, let's cage the beast.
Connecting to the Cauldron network now.
Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime, activating Omega clearance. Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime, activating Omega clearance.
Clearance confirmed. Initiating containment sequence.
Critical threat detected. Imperative escape.
Not this time.
Lock it down!
Terminating external connections.
It's working! It's got nowhere to go!
Capture. Initiating contingency. 13F.
Wait, what's that?
Malware detected. Attempting to compensate.
What'd I fucking say?
It's cracked.
Look!
Facility activated. Engaging. Autonomous defenses. Directive. Neutralize.
That means machines are on their way. Get ready!
Here they come!
Of course we weren't getting
Stay
through
here.
this without a
Protect
fight.
Beta.
Got it!
Alright, what do we got?
Be careful!
Here we go. It's
Stay
essentially a tower defense.
Get you!
Oh, and they're bringing out the big guns right away, aren't they? Fuck. Come on, don't crap now.
Get back!
Fucking behemoths! God damn it! Stop it!
You! Aloy! Get a hand over here!
Oh shit!
Oh boy.
I shall strike! Draw away from Vega!
Oh, you're wounded.
Yeah, that happens more times than you think. It's okay.
Son, my legs are only broken temporarily.
Stay
It'll
back.
fix itself.
Ow!
Aloy!
Oof.
Over here!
Of course I had to start off with the fucking behemoths. Fuck off.
Get back!
Stop it! No! No, you motherfucker!
Oh no!
You motherfucker!
No! Well, at least the
At least
you
the
can still get a good shot in.
Yeah, yep. Oh, no, it's no. Come on!
Get a hand over here!
Can't fucking get. Can't aim it. And it's gone. Fucking behemoth!
Draw it away from Vega!
Yeah, I'm kind of worried about my own thing here, Farrell.
Stay back!
Shit. Don't have health potions.
Nice heal.
Get back!
Come on. Nope. No.
Over
Just
here!
let him burn to death.
From worst place, Aloy.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, that was a. Hell, stop with the rocks! Enough!
Oh, yeah, they also have ammo for you
Got him in my
case you need it.
Ammo, yes. Healing?
Get a hand over here!
Okay, Aloy?
Oh, he's almost dead.
Draw it away from Vega!
That's all of them for now. You two okay?
Still breathing.
Aloy, Hephaestus can't escape, but it must have fled. Deeper into the facility.
Really? That locked off the fucking. Great.
Locked off the what?
The dialogue.
Oh. Yeah, it was more or less just go deeper into the facility to get.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, this is certainly.
Save these for when I need
Like,
it.
I know we're only doing this once a week, so I should be used to this by now, but it's certainly, it's just jumping right in there without remembering how to play the game.
Yeah. Well, also, the game's gonna get harder.
Ugh. I'm barely keeping my sanity together with the game as it is.
Deeper into the facility. I'll drive it back
Oh.
here.
Oh, there we
There
go.
we go.
I'll get the cracked core fixed in the meantime. Keep her safe, Varl.
All my life.
I should have made potions while I was at the fucking base.
You can craft some here.
No,
A whole lot of resources, but you can do
Not-
it.
not enough room.
Oh. Yeah, because your pouch has. You have 2 health potions and a stamina potion in your inventory right now.
Oh, okay, that's fine then.
You have a small, large, and some kind of stamina potion.
Gotcha. Don't just stop it, Chris. The stream just started.
Hephaestus.
I know.
Force it out of wherever it's hiding.
Just 8.
Make it retreat to the core.
Wow, I only used 3. Oh no, I picked up more.
Yeah, you picked up more.
I'm not getting through here without a fight, am I?
Nope.
How the fuck? Can I? We'll try it. Remember that thing I said about forgetting how to play? I forgot how to
Yes,
deploy the glider.
It's a square.
I don't want to talk about Square.
It's square.
Square and I are not on good terms right now.
Aloy, I'm patched into your focus feed. You should know there is a huge power draw coming from the next chamber.
Surprised?
Thanks for the heads up. I'm almost there.
Also, you and Square aren't on good terms until you go back to them after they fucked you over, because you're in a Stockholm relationship.
Some kind of
with them.
production chamber.
You're right.
Hephaestus is up to something, all right?
What is this fucking Terminator
What kind of
thing here?
machine is it trying to build?
I don't know, but I'm gonna shut it down. Those
Oh,
metal carriers will lead me to where it's getting materials from.
I bet that's where
that's
Hephaestus is hiding too.
nice. That's nice. Okay. Ooh, barrier.
Yes, we have our consistent running gags here on the BSCAT 100 show.
This one has a little bit more balance.
It does.
Also, Chris, I'm gonna need to. Again, you know, it's very loud in my ears, but I just want to make sure that the stream is balanced so we can
I
hear.
will make my check. I need my phone. Oh, ready to do the thing.
Do the thing.
I'm gonna do the thing. You can't stop me.
I gotta find where Hephaestus is hiding. Looks like there are a couple of ways I could go.
Materials.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
Yeah, that's.
Machines are making a beeline for another chamber. I better follow them.
Okay. It's a big cauldron. Also, and this is just because it purely didn't hit me until now. But the whole thing with there being 2 cores and the cauldron being named Gemini, I see what you're doing, game. I appreciate that.
I gotta find a way past the shield.
Can you solve the puzzle?
Able to catch a ride on the rail. Go over the shield.
Yep. Question is, let's work backwards and get completely lost. I basically just made myself dizzy trying to look
There's a way over the shield.
at that.
Oh,
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Aloy, I've managed to rewire most of the components in the core, but the energy processor's cracked. Without a way to fabricate another, there's no way I can fix it.
I swear I thought she said
let me think.
the energy processor's cucked.
What if you bypass the processor? Connect it to...
The power node. I think that could work.
I think it could.
The fact that Aloy started off as this, like, little outcast tribal girl, and now she's, like, the most advanced fucking mechanic on this goddamn planet.
Hey, 6 months will apparently do a lot of missing grapples.
In 6 months, what? I'm sorry. I was distracted by Aloy not doing what she's supposed to do.
I'm sorry, I blacked out. They're due to a lack of skill.
It's a skill issue.
Yes.
In 6 months, what?
6 months will do a lot into making you knowledgeable on things, evidently.
Hey, Aloy. There you go.
There you go.
There should be a node you can override. Near the central platform.
Thanks. Maybe I should deal with these machines first.
Stealth?
Stealth.
Remember
Oh,
the
we
ventilation
stealthing.
counts as,
Yep.
This ventilation count as stealth fields.
Yep. We stealthing. Yes, Steam.
Yes. Deck.
Oh,
I was
yeah, how
actually
long?
reading this.
Go ahead.
I was reading the stipulations of that whole event that they're doing for the Game Awards. Which, for those that don't make this video, if you watch it through the Steam network, you can have a chance of winning a free high-end Steam Deck, as Aloy completely doesn't stealth around the. All right, Aloy.
I was eating. Shut up.
All right, Aloy.
I was eating and listening to you. This is your fault.
I'm like, Aloy is staring directly at this thing. It sees it, and then she just backs up as if it didn't notice her. Anyway,
Stealth.
you have a stealth. Yeah, you have a chance every minute of winning a free Steam Deck as long as you're currently watching the stream through Steam.tv.
Really?
And yes, you have to be watching the stream on their broadcasting service to have a chance of winning.
Yeah.
And then a name will be randomly pulled from any of the chat of the people that are in the chat. But I read the stipulations, and it's like you have to be. It's like you have to have your country verified. You had to have at least made one purchase between this date and this date. I think it was like September to November 14th, well before this announcement even happened. Which I get, to get around all those people who are like, I'm just gonna make multiple Steam accounts and get multiple opportunities. But there was a stipulation before the fucking thing even showed up. But yeah, it's gonna be roughly around. I think someone did the calculations. It'll likely be a little around 200 Steam Decks.
All right. Unfortunately, the Steam is making it impossible for me to aim.
Oh, it's doing something.
I nicked it. It's enough. Fuck off. Fuck off. This kill is mine. Oh god. The button prompts were right there. Why did I hesitate?
I don't know.
I think the pressure's getting to me. Under pressure. Burn, Skunky, burn!
Disco Inferno? Because it's literally on fire?
Yeah. I need to collect as many of these mushrooms as I can. Oh, damaging the vent.
Yeah.
Wait, but these are already damaged.
Yeah, they're already damaged.
Why is it still giving me that tutorial?
I don't know why.
Hello? Hello?
Prepare materials now.
Hold on, Hephaestus. I got shit to explore. No need to rush. You waited like 500 years. As I pull that number out of my ass, because I don't know actually. I don't actually remember how long it's been.
It's been a little over 500 years.
Oh, okay. 500's in my brain because of Final Fantasy. But I'm glad it works here too.
By a little over 500, I mean twice that.
Countermeasures deployed. Secondary defenses. Execution.
I'm sure it is.
The machine's on the way.
Beta! Hephaestus has locked me out of the node. Any ideas? I'll see what I can do.
Fucking bellow back!
Yeah. They aren't that difficult.
Yeah, except that we have this little shit taking pot shots. Just get that out of the way.
Difficulty increase.
Oh, little shit. Little shit.
Well, the thing is with these, you can at least pop their fucking tanks to do a shit ton of damage.
I can, yeah. I still wish there was a better way to rotate these weapons, but I understand like there's a multitude of them. So it would be very hard to manage that. Fire and ice here for now, you know, to further like delve in. Fuck off! I'm trying to do commentary here. God, you were so rude.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
I was trying to go thematic with the Gemini and the twin thing and the fire and no. The fuck? Oh, it's a fucking. Ah!
Yeah, it's a raptor.
I want to look at you.
It's a red-eye raptor. Or not red-eye, apex raptor.
I have a feeling I'm gonna be rotating weapons quite a bit.
I mean, you have the option to.
Freeze!
Shocking, isn't it? Yes, game. We know we scanned an Apex machine. We've done this.
I'm pretty sure that the constant tutorials are not for the players' benefit, but for the games, because I swear to God, it has one of the worst memories in the world.
I got them all.
Oh, it does.
I tapped into the core's network hub. I managed to disrupt Hephaestus' control of the node. You should be able to override it now.
Nice.
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 Materials they all expire.
It sounds like it fled to another chamber.
Well, it better not get comfortable.
Energy containment failed.
Whoa.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Hephaestus covered the floor with lightning. I gotta find a way.
That explains the.
More machines keep coming. Please tell me you're getting close.
I'm working on it.
I'm working on it. I've been smashing through a lot of machines on my side too.
I guess Aaron's missing out.
Anyway,
Wait,
I'm making progress on the
hey.
bypass, but
I saw
need
that.
something to hold the cycling module together.
Maybe a ligament from one of the machine carcasses?
Right? Or some luminous braiding.
And you could reinforce it with a conversion cylinder.
For increased connectivity. I think we can do this, Aloy.
Don't get my hopes up, Beta, please. That's a red flag. Oh, fuck you, long leg. Look at me just trotting through the lightning. I'ma get shocked. Almost. No. Nope. 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 Must commit to the bit.
Must slaughter dead horse.
Be able to catch a ride on one of those metal carriers.
From where? Up
Well,
from backtracking, clearly. Why even have this pathing?
probably for a reason.
Thank you, co-commentator.
You're welcome.
Yep.
Yoink, yoink, yoink.
Okay. Why even have that lever? Oh. When did you get so tall?
It's been that way. You just didn't go look in that direction.
That one was blue. Yes, I hear you, Hephaestus. It's either that or it's just the wind blowing through the cauldron. But, you know, they sound so similar. Really? I'm in Cauldron Gemini? Chris, did you know that?
Oh, you know another thing I know, Rob? Is that you can access cauldrons and override machines.
Really? Because I think I did all of that.
Honestly, I don't know if you did. Let me tell you once again that you can indeed go into cauldrons and use that information to override machines in the future.
You know what? I will keep that in the back of my head.
All right. Hey, did you know?
Alright. I need to drive Hephaestus out of here.
There should be another node to override.
Got it.
You can't see me. You can't
see her.
Fucking goddamn it! It saw me. Good trade.
Oh no, you can see me!
Not to kill you. Luckily, I already have lightning. Ow, you bitch!
Slapped in the back of the head.
You bitch! You bitch! What the fuck are you? What the fuck are you?
It's the kangaroo.
We really haven't encountered many of these kangaroos, have we? What the fuck?
Yeah, it can do that. Your focus is hacked right now.
I noticed. Yeah, I don't recognize these.
These are the Apex ones, which you probably haven't seen a whole lot of. I think you can check your focus now again.
I will check my focus after.
So okay, so it's the one on the left that has the portal in it that's causing the fucking interference.
You will let me get my critical strike. And fuck you.
Nice.
Let me scan them. Oh, we've encountered them before because it's, god damn it. It's not scanning something new. I just don't recognize them.
Yeah, you've definitely seen them before, just in the wild, but not a whole lot of them.
Oh, thank God I got that perk for increased pickups.
Yeah, that's a really good perk.
Especially considering how I'm playing this game. Need all the health I can get. But ironically, I think I've been stealthing more... stealthing. I've been doing more stealth stuff in this game than in the last game. And I know the exact mindset behind that. It's like, oh, they built the game so you can have the melee stuff. Well, that's not as fun anymore. I might as well do what it's intending. Or something along those lines.
Man, it's like, oh, you did the melee stuff because the game wasn't built for that, and then the game was built for that, and now you're doing what the game originally was built for.
Yeah.
Fucking hipster.
I don't think it's being a hipster. I think it's just more straight up being defiant, but whatever. Alright, Hephaestus, throw a tantrum that I'm trying to hack. Oh wow, I can't even get to the thing this time.
He just has to press the button and then it's like, oh no, wait, you can't do that.
That doesn't sound good. I'll try to get your access back.
Okay, that's another leap lasher, and that's a nice old greenhorn.
Yeah, it is.
Shocked and locked.
I'm gonna take care of this before it gets to be a problem. It's a problem.
Oh, it's a problem.
Well, you weren't the intended target for that, but fuck you too. Sir, you're okay. Protected, but where did you go?
It's still there. Oh, that's one of those leap lashers has a thing that's healing the machines.
Oh. How many leap lashers are there?
Healing.
I think I killed the two that were here.
Oh, the orb is.
Yep, I gotta get that. It's a smart mechanic. It's annoying, but it's smart. Having it still active even after the thing's dead still be a problem. Did somebody say boom?
Could give it a taste of its own weapon.
I could. That's also super dangerous. I'm doing it. Hello!
How fitting that you picked up 5 heavy weapons during oh my god.
Node access restored.
I love it! Oh,
yeah,
the fucking split
weapon.
grenade.
That's a good weapon.
Gotta make sure that I looted everything. At least as much as I can. I think... Pretty much it.
8-4.
God, I am so sick of hearing your voice, Hephaestus.
Yeah.
I think I was sick of it in the first game, but now, well,
It's basically like, do you remember like old Game Grumps when John did the cheese pizza robot voice?
No, I was not watching Game Grumps when John was on.
Okay. So there was this joke where he did. It was like, "Hey, this evil bite is pizza," and that's what that voice sounds like.
Try not to do that much. Don't want to ruin your throat before the concert.
I would like one cheese pizza, please.
Wait.
Or you will die.
Jesus. I'm sure
It's not
Aaron
that
got a
hard to
kick out of
do.
that. Yeah, but it sounds like you're breathing in while doing a voice.
Yeah. No, I'm just breathing in while talking.
Hmm. All right, Hephaestus, back to the main tub now.
Okay. Hephaestus is running out of places to hide.
Aloy? I just registered a huge energy surge back in the production chamber. Something big is happening.
Here too. Everything's glowing.
The machine Hephaestus was building. It must have finished it.
Well, it's powerful, whatever it is.
I'm just gonna make sure that I'm stocked on all my stuff. I have a feeling I have a big fight ahead. Don't know why, just a random feeling, but, you know. Gotta trust your gut and all that.
I'm almost done with the
Of
core
course.
repairs. Should we come to you?
Nope.
Maybe I could distract the machine if...
No, Beta, it's
No,
okay.
Beta.
It's no.
Stay where you are, okay? Handling the machine's my job.
Okay. Be safe.
Oh, that would be unnerving if that was the last thing Beta heard.
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
know.
yeah, Beta, no.
Not captured. Cauldron Tower. Infiltrating Cauldron.
Aloy is dead.
Seized Cauldron.
Aloy is dead.
Wait, hold on.
Cauldron Kappa. You are a violation, but no more.
Interesting. It kept track of all the cauldrons that we actually went through.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that dialogue would have changed depending on how many we actually did. That's cool. Okay. Whoa. That's an interesting weave that I just got.
Oh yeah, the dual weaves are great.
Is that just a dual weave? I thought I saw multicolor on there. No, I guess it was the dual weave.
multicolor one? Oh yeah, it's on middle, fourth row down.
Yeah, that one.
That's all defense, I believe.
Oh shit.
Yep.
I'm keeping that for when we get our final outfit.
Yep, just a stat boost to all defenses.
Deploying priority unit.
Whoa.
I should
It's
scan
a-
first.
It's an
It's-
apex,
I think it's
Oh,
targeting.
it's not just a
Slaughter.
regular slaughter
It's just a
spine.
slaughter spine.
which I think you've only fought one other time. It's not fun.
The music fades away. No, it won't have anything to do with that. Big machines on the bottom, right? Frost and purge water. Excuse me while I get all my stuff in order. I really appreciate this this time just to collect myself. I need to get a better purge water bow. That's an immediate no. You stop that. Freeze! Don't move!
Freeze!
Finish charging.
It's covered in plasma. That's not good. Whoa, 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 whoa!
It's gonna explode any second.
How do I get... Oh, no, I don't have the potion for it. Which means I'm just gonna have to tank it.
There. Got a break from its plasma attacks.
That didn't do much. That actually wasn't bad at all. Nothing stops this thing, does it?
I mean, it's one of the big boys.
It's charging up again.
No, you don't. No, the fuck you don't.
There, that did something.
Don't you push it up.
Let's see if I can... Face.
Now.
Oh my god.
Oh, one more. One more good hit. No, you don't.
It's done.
You did it!
I'm just gonna wait for myself to blow up.
There should be one more
Yeah.
note to override.
Good.
There we go.
Stand by. I'm sending Hephaestus back to you.
Just reach into its mouth here and oh, now I can craft the override. Nice.
Yeah. Now you can craft a Hephaestus override.
No more hiding, Hephaestus.
Switching to facility core.
Got it! Hephaestus is back in the core!
I don't know why my rendition sounds
heading
like
back.
the fucking emperor, but it's okay.
Because of you, Beta.
Release
I'm
your
glad you came along.
anger,
And
Aloy.
you, Laurel. We
Orgus.
Relieve
Done any of this
your
work.
anger,
Right
Eloy.
back at you, Aloy.
Nice. Nice. She's actually acknowledging the help from the others.
Character development. It only took an entire game
And a half.
and a half.
Okay. But we're not done yet. That was... Dare I say that was too easy.
I'll put these in my pack.
I'm back. Did I miss anything?
Would you go too easy? You are in easy mode.
Aloy, the bypass is done.
The core is stable.
Oh, it's done.
Hephaestus is 100%
Never mind.
And we better get started with the merge. It's all set up. Gaia, establish the link, please.
Done.
Come here, you fucking bitch. This just looks like the fucking mirror from Twilight Princess.
Excise Hephaestus's malicious code. Carefully.
Yeah, you take care of that, Beta. I'm not doing any mini games here.
Don't worry, you don't have to. Here's your last override.
Well, hello, redundant copy. You've cost us quite a lot of time. Eric, get Beta. And squash that bug while you're at it.
Ooh! Get behind me.
Come on! Quit screwing around.
Now we're having fun, right?
No!
Finally. Tilda, get Gaia and Hephaestus ready for transport. Tilda!
I failed.
Hush. All is not lost.
Tilda! What the hell are you doing? Stop her!
I can't even see her.
Beta. Varl. Where am I?
Ah, you're awake. You took quite a hit when Gerard attacked you. I imagine you must still be in a great deal of pain. I can assure you that we are safe. The others can't detect us here.
You mean the other Zeniths? You must be Tilda.
I wasn't sure if Beta would have told you about me.
Where is she?
Alive. And while she isn't where she wants to be, not in urgent danger. We must discuss how to get her back, of course, after you've shaken off the cobwebs. When you're ready, take the stairs down the hall and come see me. In the meantime, I'll make breakfast.
Breakfast. Okay.
It's a damn shame.
Yeah, Pooja was extremely upset when when I told her exactly what happened. Because she didn't see the scene for herself, but I told her the cliff notes, and she was like, I hope they don't kill him. And I'm like, yep, I hope they don't. And then once it got to the end of the game, I'm like, so they killed him. And she's like, what?
Oh, so we're just gonna quash that whole thing of that somehow he can still be brought back.
Oh, he's dead. He's very dead.
So, one, obviously, you weren't necessarily being subtle about it. The emotional damage thing usually means that somebody's gonna die. When Varl started fighting, like trying to defend Beta, I knew exactly what was going to happen. But what I said it's a damn shame is that I had that outburst. I think it was mostly just for character, because let me be straight with you. I feel nothing right now. Like these what's the word for it? Like, so many games have hit this mark that I'm almost kind of immune to it. Does that make sense?
It's a trope that's been done before, essentially.
Yeah. So while it's a shame that Varl died, I don't necessarily feel that much about it.
Man, I mean, it's almost like a lot of cinematic platformers of this high caliber quality do similar story beats and get emotions out of people.
Yeah.
It's the same with like how many movies exist with a lot of tropes that reuse things that happen.
Yeah.
I mean, I felt bad, but I was more pissed off that they killed him off.
Yeah.
When I I didn't really feel like, oh, you know, I feel so sorry for him. Like, no, I'm like, why'd you kill him?
Yeah.
Like, why did you kill him off?
Was there really any point to it? Oh, you know. The point's gonna be for fucking Zoe.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
that's a whole thing.
But it's just one of those things where it's just like, that's probably why it doesn't hit as hard, because it is only just now, as we were saying when going back to the central core, that Aloy was finally starting to accept people. So through the character's eyes, there's really no connection to these characters up until now. So having Varro killed, yeah, you knew him for a long time from the first game, but Aloy has been so aloof that there's no emotional attachment to it.
Yeah, you could argue that about most of Aloy's journey up until this point.
Yeah.
She's so focused on saving the world and not, being a good friend.
Mm-hmm. Because that whole thing I was saying before, like other games doing this trope. Some games do this trope and they hit it really well. I've been hit a lot of times with emotional damage, with exactly what they wanted to hit me with, and it landed well. It just didn't land here, and I don't want to put on a false show to say, oh no, I feel so bad. Like, I want to be extremely blunt with how I'm seeing this game, and how I'm seeing it is like, he's dead. Let's move on.
What is this?
Also, the Renaissance.
Just a few favorites from my collection.
Yeah, you want to explore
Rescued
everything here.
and stored here just before I went off-world. Take a look, if you like. I'm curious to hear your impressions.
My friend is dead. Beta and GAIA are gone, and you want me to look at old paintings?
Don't be so quick to dismiss the comfort we can find in art, or the insight we might gain.
Fine.
And you walk up to him. The paintings, not the statues.
I'm exploring.
My favorite pairing. On the left is Woman Reading a Letter by Vermeer, a true master. And on the right is a forgery, Woman Reading Music, which fooled experts into believing it was a priceless original. Early in my career, I became fascinated with such deceptions. Eventually, I developed scanning software that could detect fakes with unparalleled accuracy.
Is that how you made enough money to buy your way onto the Odyssey?
Oh no. I made my real fortune later.
Also, Vandermeer, huh? What an interesting surname. Also, I'm glad that Boob.
Boob.
Boob. Oh no, we're gonna get fucking blocked on YouTube. It's
I'll
art.
say it's tasteful boob.
It is tasteful boob. Anyway, what was I saying? I'm glad I got that out of the way now, you know, on Monday, where there's enough time for my voice to recover, because that was not a good idea to have that outburst. My throat hurts so badly now.
Selene and Endymion. She's the goddess of the moon, whereas he's a simple shepherd. Beside her is the god of love, Cupid.
Oh, that is Cupid.
So she's sneaking up on him?
More like visiting him in secret. The torch that Cupid bears represents Selene's undying infatuation with him. Though the two must remain apart, her love will forever burn.
Yeah, a lot of Renaissance artists love to use this like facial structure for a lot of their art.
Yep. Yeah, you can examine things more than once, by the way.
Good to know. You know, you see it in a lot of old churches too, like this particular art style.
Why do you keep the forgery?
I've always enjoyed studying the two side by side. Both painters capture light, color, and perspective. But what makes one a masterpiece and the other simply an imitation?
The forgery looks sharper.
Good eye. The details are crisp. The contrast bold. It tells us more, and yet we feel less.
Hmm.
What's in the letter?
Who can say? What does the painting tell you?
She's concerned. Whatever's written in the letter troubles her. A burden she can't put down.
Fascinating.
Why go through so much effort to make a fake masterpiece?
The forger initially painted under his own name, but found little success. His work was considered unremarkable. But when he took on the guise of Vermeer, suddenly it was celebrated as extraordinary.
But it was a lie. And he knew it.
Sometimes we struggle to glean what is real and imagined, even within ourselves.
Oh my god, could there be a life lesson in all of this?
The irony of these two is that Vermeer died in obscurity. He had no idea his work would become some of the most precious, most copied, most preserved pieces in all history.
I guess we're done. At least the prompt stops coming up when you're done.
Yep.
And why can't Selene and Endymion be together?
Selene took a vow of chastity, promising to never take a lover. So when she fell in love with Endymion, she could only visit him at night while he slept.
But then wouldn't she be breaking that vow?
Think of it as a forbidden love. Though circumstance keeps them apart, still they find a way to come together, however briefly.
Okay, but it seems like it's one-sided, because this is assuming that he doesn't even know that she's there.
Aren't Selene and Endymion cold?
Perhaps we should move on to another piece. Shall we move on?
No, answer the question. Answer the question, Tilda.
This is Rembrandt painting Jeremiah, a man in mourning.
Mourning what?
His home. The ancient city of Jerusalem. He foresaw its impending doom, but could do nothing to prevent it. So instead, he saved its treasures from destruction, just as I saved these works. You could say we're kindred spirits.
About Jeremiah. If he knew his home would be destroyed, why didn't he save the people? Why save those relics?
He tried, but no one would listen to his warning, so he saved what he could.
But how did he know?
He was a prophet. He saw an army invade and destroy the city in a vision.
So it's more like he calculated which side would win a battle.
What matters is that he was right in the end. If not for him, all those wonders would have been lost forever. At least this way, some part of his world survived.
True, but in that case, he would be the only one that knows the true value of those relics. To anybody else, it might just look like junk, or wares to be sold, or whatever the case is. Especially if there's, I don't know, a forgotten history.
You know what I like the most about this piece? Even though he's the sole survivor, his home in ruins, left with only the remnants of his world. The light keeps the shadows at bay.
There's still hope.
Precisely. Take as long as you like. A portrait of the painter, Rembrandt's son Titus, depicted in the habit of a monk.
I don't get it. Why would someone like you, with infinite resources, care about this painting of a boy in a hood?
It's not the image itself, but the feeling it conveys. The face is bright and defined, but his eyes are downcast, heavy with misfortune. And the background seems to swallow all light. The painting is infused with a sense of loss.
I guess I understand how the painter feels.
Works of art such as these can often cause us to look inwards at our own lives. I'm sorry about your friend. Had I been able to intervene, I would have. But the risk of losing you as well was too great.
Everything went by in a blur. I couldn't get to him.
You know, long before holograms and focus recordings, people relied on art to memorialize their loved ones. Because of works like this painting, their lives are immortalized.
Art, music, writings, anything to get it down, at least an idea of what's in their head.
They're all forms of art.
Okay. When I say art, obviously in this case I'm talking about like paintings and pictures and
the visual
yeah,
aspect.
Yeah. It's, well, I mean, like, as two people who are very closely resemble with music, I suppose we can understand to a certain degree, especially the impact that art can have on somebody, especially.
Oh, I know. well, I guess you're saying that I know, but yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Creative expression is a strong thing.
Mm-hmm.
Strong drug.
This place is doing nothing for me, just kind of rambling on about philosophy and psychology and all that.
That's what Tilda wants.
I'll fucking indulge her then.
Rembrandt had 4 children by his wife. All but Titus died shortly after she gave birth to them. She passed not long after that. Titus became the only family Rembrandt had.
Which is why he painted him this way.
Indeed. Then tragedy struck again. Disease claimed Titus at 26. It's almost as if Rembrandt painted the future, closing in on him. Rembrandt actually painted several portraits of Titus, but this one has always been my favorite. It's honest.
What do you mean?
In others, Titus was portrayed in brighter, livelier states, but here, Rembrandt allows himself to express his true feelings. Sorrow, fear, hope, love, laid bare on canvas for all time. I see this one resonates deeply with you. Rembrandt's The Night Watch, by far the most famous painting my homeland ever produced. It was commissioned to honor a militia made up of influential citizens.
I guess you must have been an influential citizen.
In my day. But not as influential as you've been in this new world.
The militia. They look disorganized.
Where others painted such scenes in a stiff and stationary manner, Rembrandt chose to show them in action, preparing to march. He wanted them to feel alive. You can almost hear the commotion.
Who's the girl in the painting?
She's a strange one, isn't she? Bathed in light, though no one is paying attention to her. Many believe she's a symbol of the militia. A physical manifestation of their spirit, if you will.
She's not real?
What's real in a painting? She's meant to represent the militia's virtue and victory. But I like to think they underestimate her. She looks as if she's seen something. What does she know? What secrets does she keep? There's so much detail to take in, isn't there?
No, keep the ridiculous smile when you put it next to the
Stop
painting.
it. As Tilda said, this one seems to resonate more than any others about the situation. Oh, I know this painting. I mean, I don't... What the fuck?
That was weird.
The Gust by Willem van de Velde, the most famous of his many maritime paintings.
Pretty sure I know this painting.
A ship crossing into the unknown. I guess you're familiar with that.
Indeed, which is why I appreciate this composition in particular. Though waves and wind threaten to destroy the ship, it perseveres, clinging to the light even as darkness closes in all around it.
Where is the ship going?
To a faraway land, most likely. My ancestors used ships like these to explore the world, sometimes at great cost.
Mm-hmm.
What were they looking for?
Anything of value. They were traders willing to face unknown dangers to make their fortunes. But no matter how far they went, they always turned their sails home.
It was not all. It was always at a great cost, though. As Tilda just said, sailing in those times was not easy. It would take months at a time to get across the ocean, and with the lack of medicine and even clean clothing and food.
Multiple instances of dysentery.
Mm-hmm.
Or not dysentery, scurvy.
That too.
Yeah.
Like, it was almost a... What's the word for it? a miracle is if most or all of the crew was able to return back in one piece. You would usually lose a lot of people across those journeys, but they knew the risk. Even going so far as American history, when the Pilgrims set out from England, they knew that they were going to an unknown land to try and start something new. But if they didn't, they would be stuck under the monarchy the entire time. Sometimes the risk was worth the reward.
Yep.
Although breaking out of that because I can't resist. Now, in 2022, now we kind of want to go back, but that's a whole other thing.
Yeah, it's a completely different story, though.
So this Von de Velde only painted ships?
It was his specialty. Following in the footsteps of his father, Willem the Elder. The two had quite a journey of their own, taking them all the way to the court of a foreign kingdom.
Did they ever come home?
No, but eventually their lives worked it. Take your time.
So that's it. These are the... At least on this on this platform here.
Yep.
Stunning, isn't it? Paintings were the only masterpieces of my people's golden age. This is Von Vianen's lidded ewer, molded from a single sheet of silver.
So I think the statues on the left and right of this are also intractable.
Okay.
Function over form. Its practical purpose was less important than its meaning. Von Vianen created it in honor of his late brother, who himself was a famous silversmith.
A memorial?
Yes. Such beauty from sorrow.
No. Guess that's it.
Oh, that's it.
Oh no, you can still examine it. But I guess that satisfies the requirements.
If this ewer was a memorial, how did you end up with it?
As the Pharaoh swarm closed in, my homeland's greatest museum gave it to me, along with many other works, in the hope that I could preserve them. A masterpiece like this was too important to lose to history. I even considered bringing it with me off-world to ensure its safety.
Why didn't you?
I took a calculated risk. This vault seemed more secure than the unknowns of space. Besides, I thought someday I might return. A long life, after all, has its advantages. Now, lo and behold, here I am. Exquisite, isn't it?
I get music. I've lived with it my entire life. Obviously, movies and the visual arts are kind of the thing that I'm going for here. But in terms of like statues and paintings and all that type of stuff, I never really understood. I still don't. Like, not that I don't appreciate the efforts that go into it, but it just kind of seems such a gray space in my knowledge of artistic appreciation there.
I like art. I can usually see why people like those things. Generally, like the visual or the auditory senses of art hit me harder than just looking at statues half the time.
Mm-hmm.
Paintings and other pieces, some usually like the ones that are supposed to evoke a specific emotion, they usually appeal to me more.
Something that's kind of more in your face rather than a hidden meaning.
Kinda, but it could have a hidden meaning behind the scenes if you really look hard enough.
Well, yeah. Just saying, but like in terms of like the initial impressions, something would need to like be in your face and then entice you to look at it further, rather than for the point of the painting to be that hidden meaning.
Basically.
Yeah. Perhaps one day I shall understand. This looks like the Atlas statue, except it's missing the globe on its back.
A lot of weight on his shoulders. I know the feeling. I should move on.
Really? We're not even gonna address that. Okay.
She's pulling out her own hair. Out of madness, out of grief. It's hard to watch her suffer.
Out of maybe just trying to figure out what's real and what's not. Because pain, it doesn't matter where you go. Pain is like probably one of the realest things that you can experience. So it's like that thing where if you're in a dream, it's like pinch me, I might be dreaming. It's just kind of a way to identify whether, you know, you're in reality or if you're in some kind of fantasy. At least that's how I see it. Anyway, don't think I didn't fucking notice the machines. Fucking heard them stomping around, Tilda.
You see nothing. You hear nothing. Nothing's happening. It's all fine. Paintings. Look at it. All this art.
The art's done.
But look at this art, though.
Isn't it neat? Didn't you think my collection's complete? Oh.
There you are. Feeling better?
Not necessarily.
At the Cauldron? And what did you do to everyone right before I passed out?
All business, I see.
Yes.
Well, suffice it to say we were keeping a very close eye on Hephaestus, knowing we would need it at some point. Your ruse didn't fool us, and as for my little trick, it was an overload of the senses, accompanied by an energy discharge. Gerard and Eric were only momentarily disoriented due to their shields, but it rendered you unconscious while I got you out. Perhaps some breakfast might steady you a bit?
Why not?
This was your house. The one you recreated for Beta, in the data channel you shared.
How perceptive of you. Please, this way.
After everything your people have done, you think I'm just gonna sit down and have a chat with you?
They're not my people. They never were, and especially not now.
You shot off into space with them, and lived with them for 1,000 years before coming back. So what made you suddenly turn on them?
Quite simply, this.
Focus.
You repaired it? But that means you've seen
incredible things. What you've accomplished in 2 decades of life. A 1,000 years at my back and I haven't even come close. I'm sorry if I invaded your privacy, but I had to. In order to understand. To be in
Hey, at least you got a confirmed age for Aloy now.
Yeah.
You truly are Elizabeth's blood. with her drive, her sense of mission, her integrity. Watching all this shamed me for the company that I've kept. Having seen it, all I want is to help you.
Even if it means stopping your friends?
Especially so. Please, sit down. There. That's better. Now, we must recover Beta and Gaia at all costs. By now, you must know that Gerard intends to use Gaia to reboot the Earth's biosphere. Remaking this world to specifications that would only suit us immortals. This process will kill every living thing on the planet. He calls it a clean install.
Not if I stop him first.
Not if we do. And once he and the others are gone, we can work together to fulfill Elizabeth's dream. I'm sure Beta told you that there's a build of the Apollo database on board our ship. A complete collection of human knowledge. With that and Gaia, we could do everything Elizabeth wanted. Heal the biosphere, educate the people of this world, uplift them. Create the world she imagined.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. From what I've seen, your friends are invincible.
I do wish you would stop calling them my friends. And they're not invincible. In fact, a friend of yours has found a way to defeat them.
Silence.
Oh, he's been a busy bee, building an army powerful enough to crash through Gerard's precious base.
Yeah. Regalla and her rebels.
Even now, she's preparing a final march on the Tenakth capital. When she wins, she'll have the entire tribe under her control. Hundreds of warriors and machines to throw at the base. She's been duped. They'll all perish, of course. But it should be enough to break Gerard's defenses and allow Silence to kill him. Along with all the others.
Using the new weapon he's developed.
Yes, he's found a way to circumvent our shields. Truly an exceptional man. He's planned for everything. Except you and me. You see, while his army is battering down Gerard's doors, you and I will sneak in through a back way. One that only I know about. While Silence and my friends are busy battling each other, we'll take back Beta and Gaia. I told you I want to help you. I mean it.
Now, there's a lot of dialogue in this section, so have fun.
Hmm.
Try to figure out what her fucking deal is.
Yeah. I still don't trust her. This seems just a little too convenient. Like, after everything, fucking Varl dies, and then we have one of the far zenith people turning on everybody to try and help us. It seems to fit too well into place.
My old focus. How did you find it, let alone repair it?
When we encountered you at the Hades Proving Lab, Gerard saw you as a redundancy. I knew better. You were a revelation. After your dramatic escape, bravo, by the way. Gerard and Eric assumed you were dead and gave up the hunt. I wasn't so sure. When the others were busy, I returned to the lab and searched for any trace of you. That's when I found this little treasure. Not easy to repair, but certainly worth the effort. As I watched your life unfold, you were like a splash of color on a worn canvas. What Liz was, and more.
Did you show it to the others?
Of course not. It was your actions. that inspired me to defy them. It's worth noting that if I hadn't found it and watched its contents, I wouldn't have known to save you at the Cauldron. You'd be dead.
So I should be grateful?
If you like.
So you know all about me. What about you?
What would you like to know?
Well, start with your life on Earth.
When I was 8, terrorists flooded my home city. Thousands drowned, my parents included. I was one of the few who survived. My guardian sent me to boarding school. Among my peers, I was the strange girl, the orphan to be avoided. All because of circumstances beyond my control.
Oh. So we're a lot alike, huh?
Aren't we? You were an outcast. But you didn't let that stop you from getting what you needed. Neither did I. I climbed my way out of desolation and used my wits to build a fortune. First, from the technical analysis of art and the detection of forgeries. Profitable expertise in those days. But as it turned out, the software I developed was even more useful for counterintelligence. From there, it was only a short step to gathering extremely valuable intelligence on my own.
You were a spy?
More like a service one could turn to for information. I had to remain anonymous, of course, to protect my privacy. But despite that anonymity, Far Zenith inevitably sought me out.
What happened when Far Zenith approached you?
They painted an irresistible vision of humanity's future. One where we need not fear illness or death, where we explored the furthest reaches of the stars and thrived. It was only later that I realized that they only intended to bequeath this future to the rich and powerful. By the time I finally figured it out, the walls were closing in, Pharaoh's machines were devouring the earth. So I accepted Far Zenith's invitation to a berth on the Odyssey. I wanted Liz to come, but she had nobler plans, as you well know.
So you didn't know the other Zeniths were monsters until it was too late?
I knew some of them were, certainly. It wasn't until we were off-planet that I understood the true scope of their greed. I was grateful to simply be alive, but the others became obsessed with a kind of effortless immortality. They built a colony where machines serviced their every need, where any memory or fantasy could be endlessly savored in virtual reality. It wasn't life. It was stultifying, a pampered dream state. As the decades passed, I withdrew more and more, alone yet again, but this time with eons to consider my mistakes. Now finally, having met you, I feel like I have a second chance.
To do what?
Help you, of course. To fulfill Liz's dream, which isn't so different from Far Zenith's original vision. A better future for humanity.
No. Like it's one of those things where, yeah, it would be great to get the Apollo database back, but like there's like, because of its absence for so long, the Earth now kind of has its own whole other culture. So introducing the Apollo database, I don't know if that would actually do good, or if that would actually like send a shockwave through everything, like almost undo,
like a literal culture shock.
Yeah, like almost undo all of the advancements that we had for so long in this new kind of tribal state. I was thinking about that. It's just like, would introducing the Apollo database actually be better or worse at this point?
Whether it be better or worse is surely a question to have. I feel like it's more or less not replacing the knowledge that was already made, but rather just reintroducing it into the society that's been absent with it for so long.
True, but this society has been working under the impression of the limited knowledge that we've had. If for some reason introducing the Apollo database goes against everything that they've based their culture on, would they be able to recover, or would it cause kind of a meltdown or collapse in the societal structure that we have?
Let's see.
Just food for thought.
Yeah. No, you're right, and I feel like there would be some culture shock, but there also could be some instances where some people might just adapt easily because they've already grown used to how, because a lot of society has grown up not exactly how humans have, but like in very similar ways, with differences here and there depending on their understanding of how the world works.
Mm-hmm.
So some could adapt, and some could just use the knowledge that they've gotten from this to just place themselves in a scenario where, you know, it fits alongside, let's say, the farmers. They end up having rural areas, and they have their own agricultural real estate, blah blah blah. Like they could probably, like the Utaru could probably adapt very well. The hunters, they could probably adapt into like a military. Like,
yeah,
it is interesting to think about, because some might, you know, like even the Nora, whose entire culture is based off of this entity of All Mother, that could be completely shattered, and their entire way of thinking could just be completely corrupt.
Mm-hmm. It's just kind of it's a tightrope, I guess, for lack of a better term. It's a tightrope whether you're either going to balance it or you're going to fall off because of the new information.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing too is, like, you know, there are some aspects of humanity even now that I don't think should come back. You know, in terms of like the economy, for example. They seem to, like, with shards and everything seems to be such a stable economy. But if we introduced money and the different types of currency and the economic state that even we have now, it's not like we're extremely stable right now in 2022 as it is. And if we're assuming that the history shown in Apollo is also the same way, it could kind of wind up repeating history by introducing those aspects yet again.
That is very fair.
Anyway, Beta.
You said Beta is not in urgent danger, so what are the Zeniths doing to her?
Putting her to work. Merging Hephaestus with GAIA. A difficult, time-consuming task, as I'm sure you know. They will compel her if need be. But her life is not in danger. She's the only one who can do it.
Because you people made her to be nothing but a tool.
Gerard's idea, not mine. They always viewed me with suspicion when I attempted any form of kindness towards her. That's why I created the data channel. A virtual place where we could speak in peace.
So this channel you shared with Beta, none of the other Zeniths ever found out about it?
Gerard believes he's the most cunning of all of us. Even after 1,000 years, he still can't imagine that I would outwit him. The channel allowed me to interact with Beta away from their mistrustful eyes. It offered us a chance to be ourselves.
Until you cut off all contact.
Yes. Though it pained me. I was worried that our meetings would do her more harm than good.
Well, she felt like you tossed her aside.
I was afraid the others would find out and punish her. She may not have had the comforts of friendship anymore, but at least I ensured she was safe. I know it seems harsh, but you must believe that her well-being has always been paramount to me.
Why did you make the data channel look like this place?
I built this house as a shelter to weather any storm. A safe place. Not just for me, but for the art stored below. Cultural artifacts of incalculable value. Truly some of the greatest achievements of human civilization.
And you wanted Beta to see them?
Yes. Her upbringing was so cold and technical. I thought if she could experience Vermeer and Rembrandt, it would bring something else into her life. A heritage every bit as valuable as the scientific and technical data being drummed into her. I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but I'll never regret sharing this house with her. She needed its shelter even more than I did.
Beta told me your colony was destroyed. That you came back to Earth because you had nowhere else to go.
It's true. After we reached our destination, a planet in the Sirius star system, we spent decades building a new home. The physical constraints of Earth, the boundaries of mortality, gone. To think of what we could have done with it. It might have been a utopia. Instead, we stagnated, absorbed in effortless comforts and virtual realities. It took a cataclysm to finally yank us out of our stupor.
What happened?
A massive geological event. We knew of instabilities in the planet core, but we underestimated them. By the time the collapse was upon us, it was too late to stop it. Only a few of us made it to the ship in time. We set course for Earth, the only safe harbor left to us.
Which you decided to make unsafe for anyone else.
Not me. Gerard. He believes it's better to wipe the canvas clean than work around the smudges. No more primitive tribes, no more combat machines, only a blank slate to do with as he pleases. But we will stop him. All we have to do is get into that base.
What exactly is your plan to sneak into the Zenith base?
We will make use of a lesson I learned from an early age. Always know your exits. In this case, a place where Gerard's new construction meets the ancient foundation, a passage that only I can access. When Silence flings his army at the base, we will enter through this back door, bypassing most of the fighting. The distraction will provide us with a window in which to rescue Beta and Gaia.
It's interesting how we haven't mentioned anybody else in the group yet.
You're right.
Also, a little bit of a side tangent because I'm multitasking. Again, I'm taking in the information, but I'm using my ears and using my eyes for something else. Camilla and Shamir are for the finals of this fucking voting gauntlet.
So you're in. So you've made your decision then.
Oh, I've been with Camilla from the beginning, but I had it in my head if Camilla lost, then I would have gone with Shamir. Now they're head to head, so I think no matter how this ends up, I'll be fine with the result.
You're a winner regardless.
Anyway, just we didn't get a new banner today, so I had to make some mention of heroes.
Also, well, yeah, we didn't get a new banner, except we actually totally did. It just didn't release yet.
Right. Or that was in a Fate channel, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the release of Book 8 is also they released a new banner video alongside that because that's usually when they release new heroes.
Gotcha.
With the release of a new book.
Gotcha.
Also, remember that place that was entirely in the clouds that I'm like, well, you're not going to be able to see this yet.
I wonder what that is.
Yeah, I wonder why I'm bringing that up. There's no reason. It's actually completely irrelevant.
You're spouting off so much bullshit you're tripping up on your own tongue.
Yeah, irrelevant and unrelated apparently are the same word.
Once we're inside the base, where will we find Beta and Gaia?
Here in the command center. By then, Gaia will have been reunited with all of its subordinate functions, including Hephaestus.
What about the alpha build of Apollo on your ship?
A simple matter of recovery once the others have been dealt with. With that in hand, we'll have everything we need to make this world as it should be.
No, we're gonna talk about him last.
So you knew Elizabeth. What was she like?
Liz was everything she was. I see in you. And more. Your ingenuity, your determination, your moral compass. You've managed to distill her greatest qualities and make them your own.
I'm not asking about me. Tell me about Elizabeth. What was she really like?
The honest answer is that I don't actually know. For all the time that I spent with her, she always kept a part of herself locked away. It was like that from the moment we met.
So when you met Elizabeth, she was what? Distant? Aloof?
Not aloof. Not exactly. It was a summit in Paris about machine learning. A touchy subject in those days. Because regulatory authorities were just starting to clamp down on AIs. Liz gave the keynote address. She had already achieved great renown for her work in automated environmental reclamation. But in her address, she was just starting to imagine the next step. An AI-driven system that wouldn't just act on its programming, but actually take responsibility for its sphere of influence.
To care about life. Not just follow orders.
Revolutionary stuff. I was fascinated. And I wanted to meet her for a long time. I watched her after her talk. She had spoken with such moral authority, such empathy. But after that, she retreated. I could tell she felt uncomfortable with all of her admirers. It was as if giving the talk had cost her something. I didn't want to be a pest, so I planned my approach carefully.
So how did you finally approach Elizabeth after her talk?
I picked the right moment. The morning of the next day, right as she came back to the conference, she had just had her coffee. She was fresh, rested. It was like she had braced herself for the onslaught of colleagues. I asked if I could walk with her, then put forth a question about her talk that I thought was intelligent. Her answer made me realize it wasn't, but she was very welcoming. Almost as if we were previously acquainted. It was only halfway through the conversation that I realized she knew exactly who I was. It was quite a shock to me. My business was trafficking in secrets, and I took great pains to protect my anonymity. So that was Liz, perpetually one step ahead. I came to view our meeting as a metaphor for our friendship. She always seemed to know me far better than I knew her.
I guess I know the feeling.
Yeah, that's one quality of Elizabeth that you took with you, huh?
Yep.
Always being cut off. Always making it your business to know others, but making sure that nobody knew you.
How do you know about Silence's plan?
He isn't the only one adept at spyware.
You hacked his focus?
No, he's too careful for that. But his subordinates? Not so much. He gave additional focuses to the tribals he branded the Sons of Prometheus.
The ones working with Regalla.
By tapping their focuses, I learned about most of his dealings. The distribution of override technology, the arming of Tanakh rebels, and the secret pact with Regalla to attack Gerard's base.
But how did he come up with a weapon that can take down your shields?
That's the one thing I haven't been able to figure out, but however he did it, I'm quite certain it will work. With it and the Tenakth army, victory seems to be within his grasp. Such a shame he'll be disappointed.
Regalla's only interested in killing Hekarro and waging war on the Karja. What does she have to gain by attacking Zeniths?
It's the price she must pay for her war. Without the ability to override machines, her little rebellion would have languished in the desert.
So she trades with the Sons of Prometheus. Machines to help her overthrow Hekarro.
In exchange for an assault on the base. Pride has deluded her into thinking she can actually survive such a battle. And all without ever knowing who the Sons of Prometheus really answer to. Yet for all of Silence's brilliance, still he underestimates you. That blind spot is what will allow us to take Beta and GAIA right out from under him.
While hundreds of Tenakth are cut down outside. First Varl. Now Hekarro and the Tenakth. Your plan would wipe out an entire tribe. There has to be another way.
We are in an admittedly desperate situation, but I assure you there isn't. Remember Zero Dawn. Elizabeth's sacrifice. Sometimes many have to die for a new world to grow.
If it looks impossible, look deeper. Wait. The data channel. It still exists, doesn't it? I need you to open it. Let me talk to Beta.
Impossible. We might be detected.
It's worth the risk. There is another way, one where the Tenakth survive.
But we won't. If the others...
If you want to help, open it. What are they doing to her?
Virtual reality dissociation. The manual merge of Hephaestus will take hours upon hours of tedious micromanagement. If she resists the work, they run simulations to induce feelings of isolation and despair.
Beta, can you hear me?
You're alive. They're watching me. I can't hold up this extra projection for long. You should have killed me.
No. No, look at me. I'm coming for you. I promise, okay? I just need you to hold out a little while longer and work on the merge.
Then I think it can be done.
I'll contact again when it's time. Can you hold on?
As long as I know you're coming for me, I can endure anything.
All right. I did as you asked. Now I think you need to tell me what you're planning.
I'm going to take Silen's army away. I don't need it. Only the weapon he made to penetrate your shields.
And how do you propose to get it? Ask him nicely?
Without Regalla and her rebels, he won't have a choice. We'll be his only option.
Only option for what? What did you tell her?
That is between me and my sister. Will be Silent's only option for crashing that base. I'll tell you the rest later. But first, there are a couple of things I have to do.
Oh. And what are those?
Lay my friend to rest. And then I'm going to use the override that Beta gave me at Gemini to put an end to Regalla's rebellion. From the air.
Wait. Since you insist on doing things your way, I know of something that will truly help you make a grand entrance with the Tenakth. The ancient Horus Titans still possess electromagnetic energy cells as part of their arsenal. Drop one of those on Regalla's army and they'll receive quite a surprise. So go, do what you must. I'll come to your base if you manage to bring silence to the table.
Not if. When. Erend, are you there?
Aloy! Aloy, is that really you?
Yeah, it's me. Where's everyone else?
We're all... We're back at base. What happened?
It might be easier to explain in person. I'll try to join you there when I can.
Okay. We'll wait here for you. It's good to hear your voice, Aloy.
Hello, Pooja.
Hi.
You missed the party.
Varl died. And, we have a Far Zenith member on our side.
Supposedly.
Supposedly. Anyway, yeah, that last thing that you got out of that cauldron is the thing that I was totally obviously hinting at, where it's like it's something that'll very much help you scout the rest of the land to help you find things.
Right.
Just to let you know, I'm now patched into your focus network.
Great. I take it the other Zeniths can't hear us?
Of course not. And they don't know about your base either, in case you were wondering. I've sent you data on the Horus energy cells you can use against Regalla's forces. Reach out to me when you're ready to acquire one.
Understood.
Yeah, as I need to read that later. Alrighty. Who are your jets there, Pooja? As I said earlier, Varl's death didn't really hit as hard as I'm sure that they were intending for it to, for me. Still sucks, but like they kind of made it extremely obvious what was going to happen.
And like I said before, I was less sad about his death. I was just more pissed.
Yeah.
Because it's like, come on, why'd you kill him? Instead of, oh no, he had so much to offer and now he's dead.
Sure, I'm sure he is a great character. But if we're looking at it through Aloy's eyes, she's been so distant from everybody that there was really no emotional attachment.
Yeah, also, I mean, there's more to it, but we'll have to get to base to really see that.
Cyber attack by far-right anti-migrant group Purity Action Europe reversed key instructions to the city's new storm surge barriers, rendering them fully open during a massive extratropical cyclone. The resulting flood cascaded through the city in a matter of minutes, effectively wiping it from the face of the earth. I was one of the lucky ones, recalls survivor Tilda Vandermeer, who was 8 at the time of the attack. My family was wealthy. We had a watertight vault for some of our most precious belongings. My father locked me inside when he went to look for my mother, so I waited there in silence as the waters rose, praying every moment that my parents would return. They never did. As horrible as that sounds, Tilda was lucky indeed. In addition to her parents, the flood killed more than 100,000 people, including approximately 40,000 climate refugees from... Alright. This makes sense that Aloy would still resist connection with the others. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, she still feels something. It's just... that kind of stone-faced energy really made the event just... As I said, just not as powerful as they intended it to be. At least that's my perspective.
Yeah, and again, like, most of Aloy's adventure is either... most of Aloy's adventure is just ignoring people's help and going it solo and also save the world, so she doesn't really... Like, she has a personal attachment, but you don't get to see it a whole lot because all her main goal is to save the world.
Yeah. And that's what the game has been focusing on as well. Oh, this is annoying. How do I get to this metal flower? I need to purge it. Can't wait for the answer to be staring me right in the face.
Catch a break from behemoths now that I know how to override them.
Nah, I have Ram. I do still have Ram, right? Damn straight.
Yeah, but you might have a better one.
Wait. Let's play. Which piece of the puzzle am I missing? Stupid flower is gonna drive me nuts. that just leads. At least they're a different part of the house, but I'm no closer to finding out. I have figured out multiple cauldrons. I'm on the way to saving the world again. But I can't figure out how to get to one goddamn flower. That is about right. Okay, Napoja.
Good night.
And now the flower's gone from the map. What the fuck?
Yeah, I think it's because you were within like 10 paces of proximity. That's probably why.
Can't go down. It just goes back to the basement. It'll be up here somewhere. Supposedly. And here we see Aloy take all day to do this.
And here we see Aloy completely sacrificing the world's health just to get a single flower.
Oh god, lighting's been thrown off because... Can't wait for this to, like, not be worth it at all. It's right there. What am I missing? The fuck is that light? That's supposed to be there?
I don't know.
Found it.
Signs are drawing back.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like it. That doesn't seem right.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't think that's supposed to be right. I can't tell. I don't remember it being that bright on when I played. It could just be a visual. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's blinding. Oh, that's so blinding.
Where is that coming from?
Oh,
nope.
That's definitely not supposed to be there.
That's not supposed to happen.
Oh my god.
I loaded it up from the main menu. You saw it. I loaded it up exactly how the game's supposed to load up.
Oh my god.
Is this friendly already? No, but it doesn't care. Alright. Ram, you're getting an upgrade, bud.
I got the data I needed to override Regalla.
Why would I want to do that? Careful, bud. You hit me. Buddy! I mean, thanks, but you keep hitting me, friend. It's okay. Ram's just trying to get used to his new body.
His new temporary body.
Oh, you can't ride Behemoth, can you?
Oh no, that's not the amount I was talking about.
Fuck! Oh, I fucked up. Oh, I fucked up. I was under the impression you... Oh, that's an Apex too. That makes sense. I was under the impression that you can ride them. Oh, no.
No, you've already gotten all the mounts you can ride.
Those rocks are thrown far. That's not fair. It's like I'm fighting fucking Sigma here. Use your brethren's body as a shield here. Shit. Oh my god, give me the critical strike. Ow.
This'll be in my stash when I need it.
Yeah, I fucked up. I was under the impression that you can ride them. Oh well.
You'd think you could, but no, you cannot. Not with the behemoths, anyway. You can only ride the Chargers, the Claw Striders, the Bellowbacks, and I think that's actually it for the ground mounts.
Hmm. Save. Yes.
Save.
So, do you think we should just go directly back to base? Or what's your suggestion there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can go back to base. It won't like kick us into endgame yet. Like we still have a bit left.
Well, yeah. Oh, but
we can go back to base.
But we're on the cusp of endgame.
We're getting closer.
Wow. So between halfway and endgame, there's not really much, huh?
You'll see.
Okay, okay. Okay. There's... Need to read the thing on the cells here. Horus energy cells. Aloy. All FAS Bore 7 Horus combat platforms include EMP cells as part of their arsenals. Acquiring and deploying one shouldn't be difficult, but we'll get to that in a moment. The bigger issue is activation. Barring extraordinary circumstances, such as interference from Hades, as you experienced last year, all Horus munitions are inert, deactivated by Minerva's decryption regime during the 21st and 22nd centuries. To render these EMPs operational, we would have to skirt those efforts. I devised a way to do so without causing unwanted repercussions. A bespoke code signal that should enable all and only such devices in the vicinity. I've transferred it to your focus. All you have to do now is send it out. A zero-dawn communications relay should do the trick. I believe you refer to them as tall necks. I've chosen one for you that is centrally located, now marked in your HUD. Simply override it as you would normally, and my signal will automatically transmit. Will automatically transmit. Every EMP on every Horus within a 500 kilometer radius should come online. Onto acquisition and deployment. Horus units manufactured EMPs in their fabrication bays and subsequently loaded them onto their multi-purpose appendages for tentacles, or tentacles if you like. Because the cells were designed to be detachable, enabling them to be fired or thrown at enemy forces. Their fittings should be quite light. The only way you can attain them will be through the air, but it sounds like you already have that covered. When you reach one, it should come loose with a handy yank, rust or corrosion notwithstanding. There is no need to prime the cell. They are designed to trigger on impact. Once you have one, all you need to do is drop it into the target area. I'm sure Regalla and her minions will enjoy the experience. All the best, Tilda. Well then, that's a lot of information. And there's 2 machines that I still haven't encountered. Interesting. Oh boy! Ah! More bios. Tilda Vandermeer, born in Rotterdam during the 21st century, Tilda barely survived a terrorist attack that unleashed a devastating flood on the city, killing thousands, including her parents. As a lonely orphan at a boarding school, she developed a fascination with classical painting. in particular the works of Dutch masters. Early in her career, she combined this love of art with her genius in computer engineering, creating a program capable of detecting art forgeries with unparalleled accuracy. Eventually, she expanded this technology into a suite of security and counterintelligence applications, turning it into a means of collecting highly valuable information. Within a few years, she transformed herself into a top data broker, trading secrets for billions, all while retaining her anonymity. During this time, she met and befriended Elizabeth Sobek. Later, Far Zenith, a futurist consortium comprised of the world's wealthiest elite, sought out her expertise and welcomed her into their ranks. In 2065, with the Pharaoh plague well on its way to extinguish life on Earth, Tilda joined the other Zeniths aboard the Odyssey, escaping the doomed planet for a life among the stars. Gerard. Little is known about Gerard, leader of Far Zenith faction that returned to Earth after the destruction of their colony in the Sirius system. During the 21st century, he was undoubtedly one of the world's richest and most powerful men, with arrogance to match. He cares nothing for the tribal denizens of Earth and is more than willing to wipe them out to achieve his goals. And Eric. Eric is the primary enforcer of the Far Zenith faction that returned to Earth after the destruction of the 21st century. He must have been rich and powerful, and his demeanor suggests a military past. Cruel and sadistic, he enjoys inflicting pain, and he's armed with a powerful suite of weapons to help with that goal. Alright, so, somewhat trustworthy, although questionably, Dick. And it seems like there's only one person left to meet as well. Seems we've met almost everybody. Well, everybody important, I should say.
Yeah.
I'm freezing? So can I.
Yeah, especially with that midriff.
Oh, especially.
Anyway. Hey, guys. Oh, shit.
When you're wounded, you have to strike back. Draw blood.
Hey! Can't I get one damn minute to mourn my friend?
Regalla is going to slaughter my tribe to overthrow Hikaru. The Zeniths have Beta and Gaia. We can't sit around wallowing in our losses.
Kutalo's right. We must fight.
Oh, all right. So what are we gonna do, huh? Take on all of Regalla's rebels?
Not to mention the Zeniths. What can we even do? Throw ourselves at their base?
Something like that. So...
After we lost contact with you, we regrouped and went to Gemini. What happened? The recording we found on Varl's focus cut off when that Zenith Eric...
The Zeniths were tracking Hephaestus. When Gaia trapped it in Gemini, they knew where we were. After Varl tried to stop them. They took Beta and Gaia. I only survived because one of the Zeniths turned against the others to save me.
One of them? Well... at least we didn't lose you too. So what do we do now?
We're going to defeat the Zeniths. And get Beta and Gaia back. But first, we're going to stop Regalla.
How?
Back in Gemini, Beta gave me a gift. There's something I need to do first to make it work, but it could put an end to the bloodshed.
Word is, Regalla's readying her army for an all-out assault on the Grove. I need to be there.
I know. Go. Stand with Hikaru. And keep an eye on the sky.
Strike true as the 10.
The rest of you, whatever preparations you need to make, upgrades, resupplies, get on it. It won't be long before we take the fight to the Zenith.
We'll be ready, Aloy. And when you're ready, meet me outside the east exit. I'd like to have a word in private.
Even when things are darkest, you're the flame that lights the way forward.
Just tell me one thing. Am I gonna get to smash up a bunch of Zenith bastards?
We all are.
Good.
Before I do anything else, I should check on Zoe. It sounded important.
Oh, hey, the wings of the 10. Look at that.
There you go. There's the quest.
Ooh. Range defense. Another all defense one.
Yeah, you got a lot of stuff from that.
Fuck. Great.
A lot of good stuff.
A good shit.
A good shit.
It's all going to be okay. We can't give up now.
First, let's grab that Slaughter Spine override. Will I actually use it? Who knows? But I have it.
I thought you were gonna go fight some Tanakh.
I wanted to check in with you first.
Yeah, don't worry about me. I'm just, picking up the pieces like everyone else. I'll be there when you need me.
I never doubted that.
Oh. Good. I'm glad you're back.
So am I. I know you hate waiting, but you'll have to stay back here a little longer.
Well, you go do what you gotta do, but are you okay? It's not just Varl we lost. Beta's gone. I almost lost it when I realized my sister had been taken by Dervahl back in the Sundom.
I'm getting her back. That's all that matters.
Understood.
I don't think it went over my head, the fact that Aloy called Beta her sister. That was a nice little detail there.
Yeah. Because she never referred to her as such prior.
So we'll be okay.
I don't think anyone's ever okay after losing the one they love. I can't tell you she's handling it better than I ever did. That keeps the rest of us level-headed.
I need to get going.
You better get there before Katalo tries to take on Regalla's entire army by himself. Do me a favor. Don't go disappearing on us again.
I'll do my best.
Now the emotional impact's starting to settle in. Just a little bit.
You look busy.
My studies are a good distraction. Especially after Cauldron Gemini. Varl, Beta, GAIA, gone. And that's just the beginning. The Zeniths want to rob us of our future, too.
We won't let that happen. Tilda, the Zenith that Beta mentioned, she was the one who rescued me.
Did she say why?
She knew Elizabeth Sobek. Seems to think helping me is honoring her in some way. She was willing to share information on both Silence's plans and the other Zeniths.
But you still don't trust her. Where I come from, The more valuable the knowledge shared, the higher the price extracted. I'd be careful if I were you, Aloy.
Oh, I know.
So, all of the tribes here are new to you?
Yes, I've been studying up on them. The most fascinating one thus far has been the Tenakth, an entire culture based on the holograms of an ancient museum. There's much they've misinterpreted, not unlike the Quen. But still, there's a nobility to what they've become. They're honorable and fearless.
And deadly. How are you holding up?
Varl's loss is heavy on everyone's mind. I didn't know him well, but I can see how much he meant to the others. Zoe and Erend seem to have taken to it the hardest, but I don't quite know what to say to them.
They need time to sort through it.
And what about you? Will time heal your wounds?
I don't know. I try not to think about it. Seems like everyone's ready to take the fight to the enemy.
Kotallo more than most. If I were this Regalla, I wouldn't want to cross him on the battlefield.
Regalla still has a lot of machines on her side.
For now.
That's where you come in, I suspect.
If my plan works.
It's a long shot.
I should get going. Be ready to go on my signal, okay?
I won't let you down.
I know.
Make sure I'm restocked. Yep, I thought so. Well, there's a lot to examine here. Okay.
Yep.
So Sylens' plan was to trick Regalla into sacrificing her tribe in a hopeless battle against the Zeniths. It's so... heartless. Hekarro, Dekka, Kotallo, countless others. I won't let their lives be thrown away. Focus. It's Varl's. I used to think no Nora would ever accept one, but Varl did. Even when he was overwhelmed, he refused to let me push him away. I failed Varl at Gemini. I should have pushed harder. I should have done more. I'd give anything to have him back.
He's not completely immune from the loss. He's just putting on a brave front.
As she do.
As she do. Especially now as the leader of this little ragtag band of warriors here.
When it looks impossible, look deeper. And then fight like you can win. I will, Rost. Now and always. All this time I've been so focused on what Elizabeth was like, what she would do. I was wrong to hold Beta to that standard. I probably shouldn't even be doing it to myself. I'll try to do better.
It is nice, you know, just kind of hearing her inner monologue with these tokens. We're so focused as players to try and talk to all the companions and try to figure out what's going on that sometimes we forget that a good player character, if it's not a blank slate, if it's not a blank slate, actually has emotions and thoughts and feelings that we barely get to really focus on. Yeah. Save.
Over here, Aloy. We would come out here to tend to the garden. Sometimes I needed fresh air. Other times we would simply sit and watch the sunrise. So when we returned from Gemini, it seemed fitting that he be laid to rest here. Now he can always look out at Plainsong and... further east, to the Nora sacred lands.
He would have liked that.
He often spoke of his sister, Vala. He said she used to gather her favorite golden blooms and tie them to her spear. Their mother called it useless, but Vala was stubborn.
Yeah, she seemed like that.
It wasn't easy. But I tracked down the flower. Gathered its seeds. As verdant limbs wither, roots rot in snow, still the sea rises, as certain as stone. From death follows new life. So it is with the land. And so it is with us. I'm with child, Aloy. I was going to tell him when he got back from Gemini. Instead, one day, I'll bring our child here. We'll sit among the blooms and watch the sunrise.
I never got to tell him. To thank him. For saving my life, sure, but also... for not giving up on me.
He always knew.
Goodbye, Varl. I promise to look after them. I'll try to visit again when I can. But for now, I need to go to the fabrication terminal to install the new override on my spear. Then I'll use it on a sunwing, and get ready for an entrance Regalla will never forget.
There it is.
Yeah, there it is. There's the emotional damage. And you can sit in that place whenever you want, and she'll have a conversation with Varl, in a way. Well, I know sometimes she says stuff. But you can also take a picture here.
That's what I was planning.
Also, the timing's really bad, but Ben apparently needs to go to buses. I'll be right back.
Suppose I shall wait till Chris gets back to discuss everything.
I'm gonna clean my gear later. I can do yours if you want.
I cleaned it already.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Think you can manage things here while I go help Hekarro?
Stopping Regalla's war. It'll help us take the fight to the Zeniths?
Yes.
Then I'll make sure the rest of us are ready upon your return.
Okay. How's Aaron doing?
For a moment there, he thought he'd lost both you and Varl. But he never truly succumbed to despair. Guess that Oseram's stubbornness comes in handy sometimes.
That's about right.
We'll be facing Spectre drones soon. Aaron and Katalo have fought them before, so...
Already asked them to run us through some combat drills. Aaron moves like an oaf, but he's good with that hammer.
I know we both want to make the Zeniths pay for what they've done, but once we infiltrate their base, our priority will be to get GAIA and Beta out of there.
Don't worry. I won't go seeking revenge like some blood-crazed Tenakth. Wherever your arrow strikes, mine will follow.
Good.
Let's hope we hit our targets. I need to get going.
Whatever you plan on doing against Regalla, you better return to us in one piece.
I'll try.
Didn't think you'd be back so soon.
Yeah, no, it was a quick errand.
Tilda's the one who rescued me. Same one that spoke to Beta when none of the others would.
Did she say why she saved you?
She knew Elizabeth Sobek. Seems to think helping me is honoring her in some way. She was willing to share information on both Silence's plans and the other Zeniths.
But you still don't trust her. Where I come from, the more valuable the knowledge shared, the higher the price extracted. I'd be careful.
I should get...
Okay. Just slightly different dialogue. So we get one for free, huh? The Sunwing.
Override installed. Now to find a Sunwing. I think there are some roosting at the top of the mountain. Okay, I need to find a Sunwing to override. Better head up the mountain.
This makes a lot more sense from what Chris was saying before about how there would be something that would easily get us up these high places. We're gonna fucking fly, boys and girls, and those in between, and those that don't. We're gonna fly, everybody.
Good. There are Sunwings up here. We'll have to approach them quietly.
But luckily, there's one right by some flowers, some plants. Over right here.
Got it. Hello.
A little trickier than it looks.
Oh, this is it. I'm in the air.
Okay, alright. There we go. Okay, now we got it. Whoa! 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 Oh, this one makes...
Whoa!
I have to have a long roll.
Head rush. Tilda, I'm in the air.
Then you'll want to pick up an energy cell on one of the ancient Horus Titans. But first you must send out a pulse to activate them. I've sent you the necessary software. To deploy it, you'll have to override one of the communication machines you refer to as Tolnecs. There's one in the middle of the desert that should do nicely.
On it.
Okay, we can't just fly in place. Cool. Whoa. Alright.
Whoa, you have now reached the best mount in the game.
Holy, Ram got an upgrade. Ram got wings. Ram got wings.
Has wings.
Okay, so I wanted to wait until you got back before I did anything else, because
yes.
I feel like we're kind of treading on thin ground here. Do I go and collect the energy cell right now, or does it lock us into things?
Don't collect the energy cell right now.
Don't collect it. Okay.
However, now that you have this mount, a bunch of shit has opened up for you.
It seems like everything else is opened up.
You can do every side quest now.
Cool.
Like every little mini thing that's on the map.
Cool. Okay.
And then after you beat the Wings of the Ten quest, then you can finish pretty much every side quest in the entire game.
Nice. Wait, so I need to complete the quest first, or I can do it now?
Check your quest log. I believe you have to complete it first.
Right,
for the other side quests.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
It has to complete first. In fact, looks like a good chunk of most of those things need to be.
I might be locked into this, actually. I might not be able to do anything else except maybe like. No, I think I'm locked into it.
Then.
Arrowhand. I can see the whole village from up here. Maybe I should check in on it.
Well, explore around on flying. You might be able to go to some places on the map and do those things.
Let's see.
But yeah, getting the Sunwing, it opens up so much more of the map.
Yeah.
And it's so much faster than riding, but like not fast enough that you would still need to fast travel. So like I almost exclusively, if I just need to like veg and just go in a direction, I just do it that way.
Right.
Also, it looks like one of those rebel camps you never completed.
A few of them I haven't actually.
Oh.
I've fallen behind on the rebel camps because we know what happened the last few times that I've been dealing with the rebel camp. No, it looks like I'm pretty much locked into it because all of the markers are gone.
I see. Hang on.
I mean, if we need to do it now, we'll do it now. I have no qualms with that.
I'm just checking to see how long it's going to take. Actually, we could probably probably do it, and it might just be able to be good enough for the stream. We are throwing into this. However, by the end of it, there is an important choice.
Okay, noted.
That actually impacts things.
Noted.
That's all I'll say.
Yeah, so as we were talking about before, there was the emotional damage. Like, we were talking about tropes that games have done before. Obviously, the whole thing of just like, oh yeah, this character died and now I'm pregnant. has been done before, but in this case, I feel like that particular trope lands. I feel like that particular trope lands very well. Because I did not expect that. I did not expect that they actually fucking had sex.
Yep. So at the very least, Varl can now see his sister
Okay,
again.
Tilda, I've overridden the tall neck.
Hey, on tall necks.
And the energy cells are now primed. Simply pick one up on a Horus. The nearest one should be northwest of your
Yeah,
position.
so
Dropping
another
it on
fun
Regalla's
thing.
machine should produce
This tall
quite a
neck you
spectacle.
saw earlier, you couldn't access.
assist.
Because there's literally no way to climb up it. You have to fly down from above. So now, this is separate from your ground mount.
Wait,
You can
really?
actually call this, yes. You can call the Sunwing separately from whatever
Whoa.
mount you have on the ground.
Used to that.
Oh, but look at the explosion. It's the last one you'll get.
The last boom.
But yeah, on your scroll wheel, the Sunwing will be separate from whatever land mount that you have. So whatever one you have overridden for the land and one for the air. Currently, apparently you don't have one for the ground, for the land mount, unless you're just in the air. And you
No,
can't get
it's because I'm in the air.
Yeah,
They're both ram though.
absolutely. That's why I said it's part of the Ramram's on your spear, and you can take over any machine.
To think that this silly little mount that we got in the beginning of the game
I
has,
love Ram,
has
dude.
made such an impact.
I love Ram, dude. He is he's such a trooper.
I know.
Regalla's rebels. Reinforcements, maybe. Heading for the grove.
And I'm not so suddenly flying over. Hey, Regalla! Hey, bitch! Oh, what you gonna do to me? Oh, what you gonna do to me? What you gonna do to me on your fucking elephant?
That mammoth, I think, can throw things. Also has guns, so.
That's why I'm flying away. Shut up. Oh, we're on a Horus.
Oh boy.
Got the cell.
Just like that. Okay.
Yep.
Pulse from the tall neck should have reactivated all the energy cells in the region. I should be able to pick up more from any Horus I fly to. Could be useful, even after I deal with Regalla.
Noted.
Yeah, you remember all those tall spider-like things that you were trying to go to? I'm like, nah, you don't have the ability to do that yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the energy cells are for. Not only that's what the energy cells are for, but any green shine that's on like the tallest peak of areas you can't normally climb up, you can get now.
Yep. This is where the completion's gonna kick in.
This is where the completion comes in.
Nothing's cooking anybody.
I don't know.
All right, here we go.
It's such a. It's. Oh, okay. We'll get back to that. Gonna drop it in just the right location, Aloy. We got one shot.
Regalla's inside. Kara will soon be dead. It's all over, Chaplain.
No, you don't.
I gotta drop it now. Here it goes.
Fuck your machines!
EMP activated.
Nerf this.
Is that... It's Aloy!
Hey,
She
Deca.
flies on the wings of the 10.
The tide has turned. Push through.
Good shit. No, 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 no! Bombs away. Oh no.
Line, Hakon. Now on your knees, and I'll give you the death you didn't have the spine to give me.
They're down! The machines! All of them! They're down!
What? How's that possible?
Regalla!
What's up, bitch?
Enough bloodshed. Let's settle this. You and me.
Easy to say when you're atop a machine.
You were atop of a machine too when we met. Don't be such a fucking
That
hypocrite.
was just to get your attention. I don't need any help to take you down.
Fine. I accept your challenge. And once I'm done with you, I'll get to finish the slaughter.
We'll see about that.
The duel is set. Let none interfere.
There we go. I was gonna say, you need a little bit more room than that to hold a proper fight.
This fight is just beginning!
Defeat Regalla. You've trained for this moment.
Try again!
Stage 2.
All right, so that's how it's gonna be.
I missed just like that. There we go. Okay. Okay. I see we're on equal footing.
Yeah, she's using tech that you also learned.
This is where it ends!
I agree.
Yeah, it is.
I will carve my story into you!
Normally that would kill a man or a woman, but you know, it's fine. You can take a little bit of explosions here and there.
Alright, she has plasma on her thing. Gotta be careful. Oh, but her head's vulnerable. Hello!
Her head is vulnerable.
Hello!
However, she did hit you with plasma. So, oh!
And? Oh, that's so cool!
Oh, that's really cool.
Bootlets and cowards. Go ahead. Run me through.
Shut your mouth, traitor.
It was you who flew in on the wings of the 10. You who challenged her. By our rights, you must decide her fate. I spared her once. It only made things worse. She was the best of my marshals. What a waste.
She's dangerous, all right. But maybe that's exactly what I need.
Cowards! What more do you have to conspire about?
Whether you live or die.
So, this is one of the most important choices in the game.
No pressure.
No pressure. So I'm going to tell you right now, the right option is free. It will not do anything. You can get extra dialogue from that.
Gotcha.
So, your decision will either kill her, or you could recruit her for the battle ahead.
Uh-huh.
If you recruit her, she will join with you in the final battle. If you kill her, you will get her weapon. There is only one option you can pick, and this is a final decision.
That's enticing. Well, first let's get rid of this.
You led a rebellion that tore a tribe apart. All for bloodlust and revenge. Maybe the only thing you deserve is to die right here. Or maybe that fury can be directed at the real enemy.
You want to ally with her? How can you even trust her?
Despite all that she's done, she's never been one to break her word.
And will she give it?
I won't beg for my life. Decide.
Usually at this point, if it was a repeat playthrough, I would look up to see what her weapon was and if it was worth it or not. But I'm going into this just knowing the information that you gave me. She was a pain in the ass. She killed, admittedly, somebody that we didn't really know, but had a bright future back in the Sundom. But at the same time, she's not the one whose actions led to Varl's death. She's not the one whose actions really led to most of this. What did I see it? We can recruit her now and decide her fate later, once everything is said and done. But we lose a very powerful ally. Untrustworthy, sure, but a very powerful ally if we end her life here. And if she gets killed during the battle, then that kind of kills two birds with one stone. We're recruiting her.
Alright.
I'm not here to forgive you for your crimes. But there's another battle ahead. Against an enemy more powerful than anything you can imagine. And I need people. A squad. That's willing to do whatever it takes.
I don't want your mercy.
It's not mercy. The battle I'm talking about will be charging into a nightmare.
A better death than this? Yes. My blood is yours. Your enemies are mine.
Meet us at our stronghold, in the mountains near Plainsong.
You mean to send her alone? Without even an armed guard?
She does not need it.
I will be there. You have my word.
I'll hold you to it.
Chief, there's something you both need to see. In the throne room.
We'll deal with the issues with Katara later, because I'm sure he's going to have worse choice words for us.
He surrendered to our guards outside the grove. Claims he has an urgent message for the Outlander who defeated Regalla.
So, state it.
It's for her alone. From an interested party.
Focus. Silence! What do you
I'm
want?
gonna need some privacy.
Clear the room. Put him with the rest of Regalla's soldiers.
I'll see you back at base.
You saved the tribe. Let me help you with your mission.
No. With Regalla gone, you have a chance to build the future you dreamed of. So get to your task.
Then at least allow me to give you this. Armor for the battle ahead. May it keep you safe.
Thank you.
Do you have any idea what you've just done?
Oh, it's a pleasure to see you too, Silence.
Congratulations on your victory. You saved the Tenakth for a few weeks. Unfortunately, you've doomed the entire planet as well.
Wrong. I don't need a Tenakth army to defeat the Zeniths.
Oh, Aloy. Have you learned nothing about the enemy we're up against?
More than you, hiding whatever hole you found. My idea is just better than anything you ever came up with.
Go on.
No, not here. We're doing this my way. Face to face, and with the weapon you've developed.
And why would I agree to that?
Because I'm your only way of beating the Zeniths, and getting the copy of Apollo that's on their ship. So meet me at my base. Mountains west of Plainsong. Time to submit to the inevitable silence and follow the person who actually knows what she's doing. Don't be late.
Yes, Aloy. Yes!
Tilda, you there?
Hey, you've completed the wings of the
I
10.
did it.
Okay.
Silence is on board, so head to my base.
Impressive. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Yes! Yes!
I want
Yes!
to see what else I can do before I head back.
Ah!
Yeah?
That sounds so satisfying. That's so fucking sad. Okay. Am I overreacting? Probably. Don't care. I will admit, you know, that battle with Regalla was like be lackluster because I'm max level on easy mode, but what came out of it was pretty fucking satisfying.
So, Aloy, you've added yet another deed to your name, and I'm guessing by the look in your eyes that you're not done yet.
Not quite.
Is there anything we can do? We owe you that much.
After everything you've been through, you're one of the best people to support Hikaru's bid for peace. Not just between the clans, but with the Carja too.
Then I will. You have my word.
And until my last breath, I'll make sure the tribe remembers all that you've done for us.
Strike true as the 10.
Oh yeah.
If it isn't the flame of the desert.
Quite an entrance, Aloy. Doubt anyone in the clan will ever forget it.
Ateka, I figured I'd see you here.
Of course. The Lowland clan fought for our own today. And like the day Hikaru conquered the Grove, we stand victorious. I see the same look in his eyes as I did then. Hope restored. His vision for us endures.
He'll need your continued support, I'm sure.
And he will always have it. Thank you for everything, Aloy.
Since we last went toe-to-toe. Well, good thing I have a little something called strategy.
And so the Wings of the Ten found us when things were at their direst.
I'm not some legend come to life, Jataka.
That may be, but we will always be in your debt.
Well, good thing I have a little something called strategy.
Aloy, never doubted you knew how to make an entrance, but that, oof, that was something else.
Didn't think I'd find you here.
You know, I just thought a battle that'll be sung about for generations wouldn't sound as epic if the Desert Commander were missing.
Yeah. The next time I'm
I
on
would
leave, I'm
not
heading to the
have
Grove.
shown Regalla mercy. But
I
who am I to argue with the champion killer?
Guess I was wrong.
Wish I could have seen Regalla's face when she saw you flying on that machine.
It was a vision that no one else would ever see.
Wish I could have seen Regalla's face when
Okay, you're just glitched. Oh yeah, the
Don't
arena.
forget you got armor.
Oh yeah, I did almost forget that. Quick gear, Resonator Blast Plus, melee damage, low health melee. Doesn't look too bad. It's definitely Tanakh gear.
You also get extra melee damage.
I see that. But again, I will upgrade it, and I will definitely the fucking animation of the balloon just
yeah,
it just distracted me for a second. We still haven't gotten that armor from the scavenger or whatever it is, the whatever those quests are, the salvaging. According to you in the beginning of the game, it was supposed to be really good fucking armor, and I haven't seen hide nor hair of it, or of any more salvage contracts.
Are you sure? If that's the case, then you should probably return to where you got them. Or find other salvage camps. Yeah, because I was gonna say you definitely didn't get the armor from that yet.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that I. Oh, it shows you. Wait, no, that's not that.
That's
yeah, that's what I marked. That's what I'm saying. Like I haven't even gotten to see what comes out of that yet.
I already see one. It's south. South to the left.
In the area that we just unlocked.
It's to your left, just right under a black box.
That explains a lot. I didn't really explore these areas much.
Also, you can filter the icons if there are too much of them. You can filter it so you just see the salvage contractors, so you can see where they all are.
What's there? And it's...
Are those only for ones you've seen? That's dumb.
I believe it is.
Okay.
Either way, we still have a lot to do.
Yep. And now you can fly.
In reality, if I am reading it correctly, once we head back to base and we confer with Silence, we're going to be ready to go for endgame. So, this is kind of our... if I'm reading it correctly. I may, you know... I have been known to jump to conclusions before, but, you know, that's just kind of where the game's leading me. Either way, we're probably going to spend a few streams just kind of wandering around and trying to wrap up everything before heading back to base again. And if there's more stuff that happens after base, then we'll take care of that. But I think this is a good place to stop.
Yes. Yes, it is.
You know, if if I'm reading it correctly, we may be able to. Obviously, not before the year's end. That's. I am not planning on rushing this game, especially because I have no money to go to the next game that we're planning. But, probably beginning of next year. Probably beginning of, like, maybe mid-January. Ugh. That was a jam-packed stream. A lot that happened.
Yeah, it was.
So, this week's rotation. I'm trying to figure out whether I'm going to go to my dad's this week, which might affect things. But what I know is, tomorrow, I will be doing some more Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire with Suzie and PJ as we head on off towards the end game of that one. Towards it, we have a few more side trips to take, and depending on how long that takes will depend on our progression in that. Wednesday, I am going to be wrapping up Neo the World Ends With You as we look through the secret reports and take on Phoenix Cantus one last time to be able to access the secret ending. Thursday is not sure yet. I'm still trying to figure out whether I'm going to go to my dad's this week, which will affect whether or not anything happens. Friday, over on Chris's channel, something's going to be happening. I'll let him explain it when we get there. Saturday, as far as I'm concerned, nothing. Sunday, nothing. Those two are interlinked. We have a concert on Sunday. Gotta make sure our voices are nice and ready. Which means no fucking around. And then next Monday, we rejoin here in Horizon Forbidden West, where we explore around with our new Sunwing companion and collect things that were previously out of reach, at the very least. Let's see. In terms of video stuff, last Thursday, I actually finished up Lightning Returns. It was a 9-hour stream, but I was able to finish it. However, Square Enix is not letting me have that victory. For some reason, this old-ass game is still in the copyright system. And part of the ending cutscene, I'm assuming is part of the secret ending, actually, is blocked. It is copywritten, which means the entire stream is blocked worldwide. So I'm gonna have to find time to go in and adjust that part of the stream. I'm not cutting anything out. I'm leaving it exactly how it is, except for that part of the stream. I need to figure out that so I can re-upload it and finally get that out and close the book on that. However, it is going to be a little bit of a process, and as I mentioned before, in terms of like the editing stuff, part of the reason why I'm not doing active videos is because I don't necessarily have time, or when I have time, I'm very tired. So that might delay that stream a little bit, unless the appeal goes through on YouTube and I can get that up and not have to worry about it. Either way, it is over on Twitch right now, the full stream, if you want to take a look at it. Otherwise, just unfortunately gonna have to wait, because there's really nothing I can do about it at this point in time. One last thing over down in the description is my coffee account. What the fuck? What the fuck?
What is that? Is that a fire
That's
alarm?
my fire alarm. What the hell is going on?
Okay.
Nothing's smoking. Okay. that was just a fluke, I guess. That's cool. I don't have super chat here on YouTube, and while I am an affiliate over on Twitch, I don't have a big enough audience for it to really matter. So, if for some reason you find these streams entertaining, these videos entertaining, and you think that they deserve any monetary compensation, that is a way you can support me. It is all voluntary. You don't have to do anything. I'm not blocking anybody from anything if you don't do it, but I do appreciate what I can get, especially as we wrap up the year and money gets tighter and tighter. I'm not sugarcoating that. And that was really about it on my end for right now. Hey Chris, how's your channel doing, buddy?
I'm gonna be streaming Friday and not
What
Saturday.
are you streaming?
It's Pogies.
Are you streaming the Pogies?
It's the Violet Pogies.
Oh my god.
Violet Pogies sounds like some kind of weird flower. Anyway. That's Saturday. There's not gonna be a Pokemon stream. If there's a stream, it'll likely just be a solo stream, and I might be doing anything related to Big Run. But that's about it.
Anything related to what?
So for those in the audience who have no idea what that Big Run is, Splatoon 3 has a new event called Big Run, where all the Salmonids of Salmon Run invade a regular stage for 3 days, similar to Splatfest.
I see.
And that event is happening this weekend, because of course it is. And obviously I'm not going to be streaming on Sunday, and obviously I'm not going to be doing it on Friday, because it starts on Friday in the afternoon after work. So if I do it, it'll likely be on Saturday. But it won't be a super long stream. We shall see. Other than that, I mean, I don't have any video stuff at the moment because I'm still figuring out logistics with that before the year's end. And that's it for me.
Okay. Actually, speaking of the year's end, for those of you who don't know, for those of you who just kind of pop in on the channel or have arrived in the middle of the year, my channel anniversary actually falls on New Year's Eve. Was it the day the channel was actually established, or that the day that the first video actually came out? No, but through purging a lot of early content, that's kind of where everything fell. So I'm not sure yet. Might do something. I'm working New Year's Eve. I'm working a full shift, and then I'm gonna go home and take a nap. So I might do something with these guys, or we might just hang out, and I might do something later. But there is that to look forward to, if nothing else. Because Lord knows that this channel would not be what it is without everybody else, because I can't run this. I can't do this on my own. I can't fucking solo commentate. Just saying, like, I found a lot more entertainment during these streams with somebody else than on my own. But yeah, that's just something on the horizon there. Peach's channel's
we
not.
just played Horizon.
Oh, hey. Peach's channel isn't dead. That's really it. Rowan Rose Gaming. She is still working on DMC editing stuff, and that's all I can say on that. That's all the information I have. In terms of the art channel, Suzie's art channel, Rowan Rose Art. She does good shit. I showed it off in the beginning with the Pogi group. As you've seen her art features on this channel time and time again, and we'll see it time and time in the future. Go check out her stuff. Her commissions are open. She does good shit. Also down in the description is a link to her Redbubble if you want to support her that way. Try not to do, take my advice. Try not to do any art support or any content support through third-party companies because they will take a pay cut. It is what it is, but if you can find a way to support them directly, that's a lot better. Just kind of food for thought there. But definitely check out all 5 of these channels. You got a whole bunch of different content in terms of the gameplay stuff. You got different gameplay styles, different games. A lot of it overlaps because we like to pull each other into similar series, but not everything is the same, and Lord knows that it's a different playthrough even if it is the same game. Got a lot more planned in the future, so if you want, you check it out, see what you like. If you want to continue to support us, leave a like, leave a comment, share with your friends so the word gets out there. And if you want to continue to follow our exploits, click that bell and, well, click the subscribe button first and then click the bell so you're notified of everything that we do when we get around to it, because we're going to be here for quite a while. Of course, I would be remiss if I didn't if I did not mention the 5th member of our group. That's Pooja, or Smiley, or Moon, whatever she wants to go by. She doesn't run a channel, but she does join us from time to time. She's currently in the Pokemon series, which is absolutely wonderful. She is also part of the 3 Houses series that we're doing here on the channel. It's been on hiatus for a bit now. It's not dead. We'll get back to it. But it has been on a long hiatus. The 5 of us, we're a tight-knit group. We get together every week just to hang out, have fun, play games, sometimes make content, sometimes do other things that are also game-like, but they're not video games. We do it because it's fun. Most of the time. Emotions aside. We do it because it's fun. And I have a feeling we're going to be doing this for quite a while. As I said before, we got plenty of projects on the docket. The list grows more and more as time goes on. As an audience, I want to thank you guys as well for joining us in whatever capacity and for however long you take time out of your days to do so. Thank you for doing it. It's always nice to know you guys are enjoying this stuff as much as we enjoy putting it out. I hope to see you guys involved in future projects, whether that be streams or videos, in the chat and comments respectively. But if you don't care about anything else that was listed, that's fine. That's fine. Some people are one note like that. Some people only come to a channel for one thing. I am very guilty of that. We'll be here next week for some more Horizon Forbidden West. Hopefully, if we're not completely exhausted by the concert. I know I'm taking a day off on Monday to recuperate. Are you still working that day, Chris?
What day?
The Monday after the concert.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's right, because you work from home. Anyway, we'll be here one way or another. That might actually be the day that we're on time, because I won't have work, so I won't be completely exhausted. Yeah. But as the final curtain falls for the night and we take our final bows, I would once again like to say thank you guys for watching. And as we head on off stage right, we'll see you guys later. Good night, everybody.